Hey, and welcome back to Cyberpunk Red and our adventure in the Times of the Red. We are playing through Hope Reborn, and this is session number 3. We left off. If you haven't seen the first 2 sessions, you definitely need to. Session 2 ended with the most graphic combat I might have ever seen in my life. And session 1 wasn't that different actually, but definitely had some awesome moments in it.
Us getting started.
That was the warm up, right? So the group have been together in total for 3 sessions. We had a one shot, which was off camera at the start, just to get everybody settled in. So there might be 1 or 2 callbacks to that. But last week in total, we went to the Forlorn Hope and we did some work with them to get rid of an XBD technician. We ended up fighting some of the Red Chrome Legion at the Chrome Cross, one of their hangouts. We had some combat in a warehouse where the BDs were having their inhibitors taken off, and then towards the back end of episode 2, there was a loud explosion as the Forlorn Hope was attacked again by the Red Chrome Legion, and the crew had to get in there and help those they'd met so far and get rid of the Red Chrome Legion and some of their limbs and some of their bodies. That's a nice little synopsis for where we are so far. I'll throw it over to our group of edge runners now to introduce themselves, mention anything they want to mention, and also let us know who their characters are. Vice, let's start with you.
Sure. So I'm Falcott. I'm playing Vice, our resident masked rocker with now a missing leg, who is currently in a hospital bed, regretting his course of actions, as he usually does on whatever time of the week it currently is. And he is definitely looking forward to maybe getting a cybernetic enhancement or just maybe getting the old one sewn back on.
Awesome. Jett, tell us about you.
Yeah, I'm Censerious. I am playing Jett, our tech, artistic tech, who is very scrawny looking, yet still very ripped, and currently has a shattered leg and is in the hospital.
2 for 2 so far. 2 for 2.
Yep.
Omen, how are your legs? Do tell.
Omen's legs are absolutely fucking fantastic. Thanks very much. I'm Craig
great.
from Urban Arcane Games. I swear a lot. How you doing? I play a resident nomad, rugged, handsome individual who gets frustrated with anything to do with his main skills. But, at least he can walk unaided. So that's all good. And we went out as big damn heroes last session. So there we go.
Yeah, you did. 13.
Allegedly.
Tell us about your character and yourself.
I am Chillaxter. I'm playing 13, the slightly more moral-based media. Who still enjoys kicking in people's teeth. But yeah, my legs are fine. Got a few bruises and scratches, but yeah, we'll see if that changes.
Awesome.
Legs are fine, he says. Definitely not jealous.
People are eyeing you up as a potential donor.
I just want to say, Jett took out like 3 people's legs in one shot, so
Yeah.
He
maybe
did.
don't piss him off.
It was badass.
That was the high score. Jett,
Jett has had some of the best shotgun shots I've ever seen, man. Ever
Right.
seen.
Murder.
I mean, I kind of feel like you guys whittle them down and then I take them out.
It's fair enough.
So I basically just take all the glory and make you guys do all the work.
Whoa, I
That's
got
not
some
what I
glory.
reported.
I shoved the guy into a meat grinder. Whoa, come on. What the hell?
Flying kicks through windows, we had literally meat grinders, we had people getting legs blown off, and then I kept missing shots, and then hacked them to death with an axe. Yeah, we'll have
Yeah,
a
you
way.
did, yeah.
Yeah.
That was being diplomatic.
And I'm GMRUNSGAME. This is all hosted on my channel. Where thank you everybody for watching. One thing I will say is the streams, for as far as my channel go, have been getting a good amount of views. People seem to be liking it. There's lots of thumbs up and everything. We had some feedback from some of the friends of our players saying, please make people aware that it's gory. We kind of get into it when it comes to combat. So the game is Cyberpunk Red. If you don't know about Cyberpunk Red, it's basically it's not really post-apocalyptic, but it's like mega corrupt corporations running the place. Think The Matrix, but with lots more blood and like an R rating or 18 rating. I don't think it had an R rating. Maybe The Matrix meets a zombie movie. When we get into the combat, the players can get carried away and shoot people in the back. The GM can get carried away with descriptions and talk about people's muscles and how they react to fire which is going on. So if any of that puts you at a nervous disposition, then just be aware of that. It's all meant in good fun, because it's Cyberpunk.
I only set fire to one person. One.
Yeah, you did.
It's true.
You did it a few times to that one person, though, if I remember correctly.
It was multiple times.
So there you
That
go.
guy's roasting body was, I think, an interrogation tactic as well for the last guy remaining.
Yeah,
It was definitely a fun time.
Vice, you got an increased reputation in that combat because you killed somebody with a laptop.
I did.
13 fly kits people out of driving seat car doors. Yeah, you all get involved in it, to be fair. And I just get to do a nice little bit of description as you're killing and destroying it.
I may have gotten a bit carried away when I picked up my own dismembered leg and beat a guy to death with it. So that may have been over the line a little bit. Just a little.
I will also say that if this is the first episode people are seeing, if you want to get a feel for how gory Cyberpunk can get, go watch the first episode of the Netflix series, because it's in that universe, and the first episode is very gory.
Not sponsored.
Yeah,
not
Netflix,
sponsored.
what the hell? Get in touch. We've got people watch us too, man.
And that's a cartoon. Just
Yeah.
saying, that's a cartoon.
So I guess that's your litmus test, what we've just described, right? It all gets a bit crazy. And I'll just give you a quick... so this is Night City, the map that you can see in the centre of the screen. So far we've been based in Little China, and we have started at the Forlorn Hope. As I mentioned, we've gone to the Chrome Cross, to the Lingpo warehouse, and then back to the Forlorn Hope. And right now, you guys, after destroying the RCL that came to take out and successfully destroyed the Forlorn Hope, are in the From the Ashes medical clinic, which is a combat zone medical clinic, so it's not anything fancy. They are. It's almost like a forward operating medical clinic. So it's poorly staffed. The equipment they've got is less than ideal. They're in the combat zone though, so there is lots of business. People tend to lean on them to try and get credit if their faces are known or anything like that, and they're often told basically, no, this is a combat zone. You pay up or you don't get your love. Inside From the Ashes, at the end of the last session, Vice, you checked into the hospital. Jett, did you check in as well?
Yeah.
You did. Okay, cool. And this clinic is run by Phoenix Redwin, who's a doctor, and she's a friend of the Freemans. And that's Marianne and John Freeman. John's also checked in. He had some really bad lung damage thanks to the fire that was going on, which was part of the reasons why you are here.
A torn off portion of a leg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah. Someone ripped him out of his chair.
I can't do a long.
Okay, all right.
I can't do a longer content warning than we've done. I'm sorry. There won't be time for more content if there's a longer content warning.
That's true.
I tried my best to patch him back in, but yeah.
So Vice, Jett, maybe you guys are being attended to by the medical staff. Omen and 13, is there anything immediately that you want to do while the other two party members are being treated?
Well, immediately, Omen would just be standing by to make sure he can pick him up. You know, because I'm not going to leave my band in the middle of Little China,
Got it. Got it.
hobbling along.
13,
You
how
might
about
need
you?
it. You're our ride.
13 is probably in the back of Omen's car, like whipping out his laptop and starting to go through some of the footage he's gotten on his memory chip to kind of like start piecing together stuff.
Got you.
So, do you really think that's our fault, or do you think that they were gonna attack anyway?
Honestly, they were going to attack anyway. They just ran into us. That was their misfortune. They could have kept going. They could have turned around and buggered off, but they didn't. They engaged with us. I think. A bit hazy
Well, we
now,
did kind of kick the hornet's nest, but
If you're talking about the incident with the grenade, I was merely retaliating.
oh yes, in our eyes, and my camera, that's what happened. But everybody has their narrative.
As long as you got my good side, that's okay.
I'll edit it out.
Nice. Vice, you're...
At that point, it's just going to be sharpening these tomahawk. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Vice, the curtain around
Bits of
your
hair off it.
the curtain around your bed will open as Phoenix will walk in and see you. They so far have your leg was you had like a little bit of patchwork you done up to stop you bleeding out and dying. You also took some drugs, which I think narratively probably thickened your blood and slowed the bleeding a bit. And so far, you look down at your dismembered leg and you can see that nothing is fixed yet. Your blood isn't pouring out of it. There's almost like the cap of a toothpaste, a thing of toothpaste has been put onto it, literally just to maintain you. And a woman who you'll recognise as Phoenix from when you entered this clinic approaches you. Good morning, Vice. We have so far managed to keep you from dying. I'm sure you will be pleased to know. There is the small matter of discussing your treatment plan. How would you like to proceed?
Vice will sort of look at the doctor through his mask. There is a emoji of him in a full body cast, laying down on a bed. As he looks at her, he says, "Doc, I've had good mornings. This ain't one of them." As he looks down at his stump, at his stump, and he'll say, "Can you put the leg back, or are we talking full replacement?"
The nature of the injury, the blade which cut your leg did not cut the leg cleanly. It is as though the leg met the blade at an unusual angle and both colliding at force with each other. It will be difficult to bring both of these pieces back together. If, of course, anything is possible in from the ashes, but you may not be so pleased with the results. It's likely it may affect your mobility some.
Ah, fuck. I can't be walking around all hobbled. No one's gonna want to watch a brain dance of that. I can't have one leg either.
Start rebranding as a pirate.
Tell you what, how much would it cost to have both legs be replaced?
You would like to be embedded into a cyber chair?
What? What, like that professor? He starts laughing a bit, and he looks down and he's like, "No, I'm talking something better than the leg I had before. On both, maybe something that'll make me jump higher, run faster, something like that."
I see. It is possible for us to provide you with two cyber legs. The part themselves, as it is, we are a small clinic. For both pieces, it would cost you 500 eddies. You have the nature, of course, of stabilizing and treating your current injury. It is in order just to maintain you more than the cap we have on you here. It would be 1,000 eddies.
Yeah, he looks down at the cap very angrily. I can't believe you got me like this. I'm being honest. I want to get this thing off as soon as possible. And I want to make sure this shit can't happen to the other leg, if you catch my drift.
We do.
Look, I've got money. I've got decent money. But I'll be getting more soon. I am a performer, yes, and I'll be selling some of my art, you could say. And I could pay you after. But obviously, I need the legs now.
I see. Did you, just above table vice, did you spec into Rockerboy?
I did. I have 4 charismatic. Well, I have no ranks in solo, so I'm just a rocker right now.
Oh yeah, of
I have
course you
4
are.
ranks in rocker. Yep.
That's right. Okay, cool.
I am full BD star. I'm planning to go. I know it confuses people because I play like a solo and I have a solo build, but I'm definitely full rocker right now.
Awesome. So I also have solo under your picture, which probably doesn't help much. Do you?
That's fair enough.
Do you want to make me a charismatic impact?
I would love to, and as this is fairly important for me, I will spend 3 luck on it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
See if we can't make this a good one. You're looking at here, 10 total.
Plus your 3 luck, 13.
Oh, plus the 3 luck, yeah, 13. Hey, callback. Hey, there we go. Name drop.
Yeah.
Not again.
Yeah. Okay.
First
nice.
roll of the session, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's how we got the tech issues bad last time. Don't do that.
Yeah. You've got your name is started to circulate around Little China as you've been making some videos and peddling some of them, and it appears that Phoenix does recognize you. She'll lean into you. Well, Vice, there is. I have seen some of your work, and actually, some of your counterparts on your BDs, they provide good money for me when they come and they need to be repaired. So, it seems you do not come with nothing to this negotiation. I, of course, would require one favor in return. And she'll come uncomfortably close to you so that you can feel the warm, moist breath coming out of her mouth, and going through like a slit in your
Content
mask.
warning.
Not yet. And she'll just go, I would like to see your face. I can negotiate this price down to 1,000 eddies in total. I wouldn't take no picture, but as a fan, I would like to see your face.
Vice, he looks taken aback by her being someone who's seen his work in the first place. He sort of has an emoji of him taking some mirror shades off, peering them down a bit, looking over at her. And as she gets closer and asks to see his face, the mirror shades go back on, and he actually reaches up and pulls her even closer and whispers in her ear, "If I did, I'd have to kill ya." And then he'd push her back a bit and just laugh a bit, and he'll say, "Of course, you were just joking, right?"
Oh, naturally. It would be, of course, the 1,500 eddies. You could maybe provide some of these beforehand. Would you be in a position to
Tell you what, you seem like a nice doctor. You've all patched me up and you're willing to work with me. I'll make sure we're square. Trust me, I've got strings I can pull to make it happen. But for now, I ain't gonna be able to get you that money with one fucking leg. And I'm gonna need you to fix me up real good. And there's an item that came out recently in the I think it's the 12 Days of Cybermiss or 12 Days of Redmiss, whatever it's called, right? Where they release a DLC every now and then called the Skydrivers, and it's a pair of cyber legs with jump boosters installed for I think 1,000 eddies, and it's like less humanity cost as well.
Okay.
And he's gonna ask specifically for that. He's gonna say, "I could sure use one of those," and there happens to be a poster of it on the wall, an advertisement. He points to it. So I need one of those.
Yeah.
You think you can hook me up?
It's for sure. This is a combat zone. It would take maybe a matter of a day or so, maybe 2 days, and then to treat you, you may lose 1 week of your content creation time. However, Mr. Vice, and her sort of 5'8", tall, slender body with this white lab coat over her. She comes closer to you, her blonde, mid-length hair falling in front of her eyes, and she just taps you a couple of times on the face. It does not serve people well not to pay their dues in Little China. You understand?
He nods, and a picture of a bag of money will appear on his mask, and he'll say, "I can get you sorted. Don't worry. I wouldn't want you coming back to hack both my legs off, would I?"
Very good. Also, perhaps worth noting, it is maybe you have seen this. This has been circulating in Little China.
What?
It appears there are
Wait.
people who would appreciate to know where you are, Mr.
Omen
Canine.
Fine, right.
He is bad news from Cromcross. No more incentive needed than this, perhaps, to settle your bill.
I'm sorry, you're just taking me aback with this picture. I was not prepared for this. I love how it's the picture of him with the mirror shades and the glowy straw in the beer. It's so good. It's so good.
For those of you who haven't seen the first episode, the background there is the Chrome Cross parking lot.
Wow. That's so good. I distinctly remember you saying there's a flash, a camera flash or something.
That was it. And I distinctly remember you saying you wore the mirror shades and had the cable straw.
Yeah. Wow.
That's as good a cable straw as I could do. That's as good a cable straw as I could do.
Props to you, man. I gotta tell you, this is some high effort DMing here. I love it. He'll look at the mask and a shocked look will appear on his mask. Just a very shocked expression, a little chibi of him will appear, and then he'll sort of like lean in a bit closer and say, "Fuck, I looked really cool, didn't I?" That's awesome. You think I can get a printout of that?
Well, I will show it to your agent. Maybe it will cause you more problem than benefit, but I can share with you, no problem. And she'll sort of just scan it over to your agent so that you feel a small vibration from your pocket.
I immediately make it my wallpaper as she does. And I'll look at it. It says "bad for business, Eddie's for his location" 3 times in case you missed it the first time.
Yep.
And at the bottom, it says "contact K9." Now, could I make a streetwise roll to see if I know who this K9 individual is?
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe I've heard of him before.
Of course you can.
All right, right on. I will do just that. It's a 17 total.
Yeah, you know K9 to be a pretty made guy when it comes to the RCL in Little China. He would have been one of the more senior people on any given night at the Chrome Cross.
I see. He'll smirk under the mask at this, and he'll look over. Can he, when the curtains are open, can he see Jett from the other side on a bed as well?
Yeah, Jett, can you make me a human perception check, and let's just see how much you catch of all of this with your broken leg.
Sure. Where are we? There we are. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Little side note, between
Where?
Vice and Omen, there's going to be like a mirror shade, but like dance-off or something, I don't know.
This campaign is going to culminate in a face down on mirror shades. You've all been warned.
It's like full of
There it is. Nope. Where's human perception again?
Awareness?
It should be under awareness, yeah.
Yeah, but I only see perception.
You can roll. You can roll
got
perception. It says.
There it is. It's under show.
Charisma.
Social.
Social. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Hmm.
Okay, cool.
No.
What's this? What's 11?
That fits.
Yeah, you get the major beats. Maybe you don't get all the information. This is you, Jett. So from when Phoenix lent in, so you heard a little bit about the cyberleg negotiations, but when she lent in and they were discussing K9, those bits you didn't quite pick up because the voices were a bit quiet. Vice, you can see Jett's boot, Jett's shoe, and one of his legs in a bed diagonally across from you. If you want to call out to him.
Just wave.
Yeah, he'll wave back, and he'll show him the picture on his phone. If he can even see it from there. Maybe you can zoom in with your tech eye.
No, I don't have that in this one. It's not installed in my eye yet. I was planning on getting it.
Gotcha. He'll wave his phone at you, and he'll say, "Hey, we're gonna have to talk later." Past the dock here.
Alright.
Right on.
Am I in trouble?
He sort of ignores that second part. He shakes his head a bit. He looks at the dock. He says, "Yeah, maybe if you could just get this done as quick as possible, seeing as how apparently there's people looking for me and shit. I wouldn't want them to find me in a hospital bed. That would be disadvantageous, you could call it. And more pain meds, please."
Very good. I will make sure that you're comfortable. And and Phoenix walks out of your bed chamber, and you hear the loud shh as the curtain closes behind you. "Mr. Jett," she says, walking over towards you. "It appears your compound fracture will take a little bit of work to put you back together again. How are you? Are you equally set as your comrade over there with Eddie's? Poor, in other words? You have nothing? Or
No, I got Eddie's. I was thinking of actually. I think this leg will not heal properly. I'm not a doctor, so that's up to you. But I might be better off with a cyberleg instead.
yes, if you wish, I can upsell you. I mean, I can offer you the cyberleg option as well. It will give better rigidity to you. Now, a more stable base. The nature of your break is, of course, challenging. It is worth noting, however, that this Russian accent. It is worth noting, however, that your work in the outside of the Forlorn Hope has provided some passive income to the clinic. I have currently 2 of the 3 broken legs you appear to have inflicted a few doors over through a different entrance. It would not be advantageous for you to speak with them. However, for you, I can offer, and she'll lower her voice slightly, a little bit of discount on the treatment side for this favor you have granted me. So
That sounds good.
Typically, to stabilize your leg would cost 500 eddies. And a cyber leg in, as we are at the time of the red, in the combat zone, I would charge the same one more time. A total of 1,000 eddies in total. It is...
I only think I need the one leg. The other one my other leg seems to be working fine, so I don't see why I should get two.
No. This is for one leg. This is a... we are in the combat zone, my friends. Choice is limited here. As in cyber leg as well as in treatment. You are welcome, of course.
Oh, okay.
You are welcome, of course, not to bother with this.
Okay. What if I would wanted that and also maybe get a let's see, target scope installed in my eye as well?
Yes, we can install this target scope for you whilst you are under and we are conducting the surgery on your leg. That would not be a problem.
Yeah.
Do you have the price of a target scope to hand?
Yes, it says it's 500 eddy. It's an expensive.
Okay. The nature of the target scope, it may be difficult to acquire. We can attempt to.
What
acquire.
if I have a scope?
Well, that is of course beneficial. Do you have this piece?
Okay. Not on me, but I can get it here.
Very good. Arrange for it to come, and we can install it while you are under. We will call it, in which case, with the additional procedure 1,000 flat.
Okay, cool. What if I had, let's say hypothetically, I had a well-preserved cyber arm?
Go on, please.
Would that be of interest to maybe make this operation a little cheaper?
Naturally, of course. I'm French. Da. It would make the process cheaper for you. Absolutely, yes. Where is the
for free?
Oh, my friend. Right now, the bed you sit on currently is not free.
No, I know. I will mention though the cyber arm I hypothetically have also has revolvers in it.
An added benefit, I see. Very good. I am sure we can. Typically, a cyber arm would cost, maybe 200-300 eddies. The revolvers are, by the by, often more maintenance than value is provided with such a weapon. We could reduce the total cost down to 650 eddies, but I warn you, below this there is no room for me. I still have to find somebody to install the arm into. It would be my absolute bottom price.
Sure. It's a deal.
Very good. And as she puts her arm on your leg, causing just a small amount of discomfort to you. It will be a matter of an hour or so before we are ready for this treatment. Do you tell me, where is this cyber arm currently? With your compatriots outside?
Yes.
Very good.
Maybe.
Oh, mysterious.
I can
like
get it here.
But I can wake you up as well, she says, and she winks. The curtains behind you close, and she starts leaving the room. Outside, Phoenix leaves the clinic. She pulls out a smoke, lights it up, and looks across at 13 and Omen. And she takes a drawer from it. Your friends may be some time, If you want to wait
Yep.
like children outside for mommy and daddy, you can do that. Or if you want to, you can pass me the cyber arm your colleague has asked and bartered for as part of the deal, and perhaps make some money to help your other colleague, who has as few eddies as he has legs.
I'll just
Yeah.
give a quick call to Jett just to confirm that this is what's going on.
Yeah. Hello.
Phoenix is out here asking for the arm. I assume it's this one.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's fine.
I hand it over.
Cool. This is it comes with the ichor for free, yes? And she peels off a little bit of the dried bodyguard blood.
Oh, I would have. I would have
Bloody
taken
extra
that
for
off.
what?
you would have cleaned that. That's if you've cleaned it, that's fine.
Yeah.
She'll sort of hold it, and she looks impressed. She'll place the arm into a little trolley just on the inside of the clinic, and she'll ask, I guess, so you two, whilst the others are gonna have, so we've lost Vice for the minute. Whilst Vice is gone, and whilst Jett will be going under his surgery, do you guys want to do a downtime activity? Is there anybody you want to call? Beyond that,
Very quickly, do we want me to roll for the cyber leg now? Or...
yes, yeah, you can roll for that now.
Okay, cool.
Well, Omen's gonna ask Phoenix, how much does our man Vice owe?
He owes in total 1,500 eddies for what he needs, or rather what he wants.
What exactly is he asking for?
He would like me to make him better, stronger, faster. He would like a total bipedal replacement. In other words, he would like his second leg to be gone, and he would like an upgrade on
Oh, I
his
can help him with
flesh.
that.
Yes, we can all do that bit. We can all do that bit. Rather, it is the bit
Yeah,
that
I'll
is
look good
waking
doing
him
it.
up, which requires the skill.
Yeah. Let me confer with my colleague.
Please, do.
Lean over to 13. How are you for scratch?
I just have the money we just got from the gig. I have a total of 800.
She'll put out her smoke
Oh.
and she'll walk inside
Okay.
to give you a minute.
I'm like, oh. I
mean, I thought we were just gonna
managed to
get
bank a
him.
bit more than that. Got a choice here. We can either just pay that fucking bill right now and be done with it. Or that means as a group we're a little bit lower on funds. Now got my eye on a new fucking gun. Now I'm low on ammo. So I can cover the bill right now. For Vice. That fucker is gonna owe me.
Do you trust him to get the
I've
eddies?
got enough to cover.
I mean,
I've got the eddies. I've got it.
no, but do you trust him to get the eddies back to you?
What's that? That'll take his fucking legs back. Oh yeah, that was a joke. Yeah. No.
I don't know. Like, you guys are good,
Fingering the axe.
a good crew, but we're barely the first we've known each other, and he seems pretty reckless as far as, you know. So, I don't know
What do you think?
how I feel about completely footing the
Basic
bill for
bill?
him.
Gotta get a leg up somehow, right?
I mean,
On ya.
we have some.
A broke fair.
But-
yeah.
I really thought we were just gonna get him back into commission, not completely borg this gonk out, you know?
Yeah, so how about we get that fucker on the phone? If he wants to get us cybered up, no problem, but we can get him functioning and on the street today. We can get him going today. But he owes me. And I'll do it for the crew.
I think that's fair. It does seem like his
And that's
number is a little
you know,
busy
that's
right
what
now.
That's what we do in the tribe, you know, that's what we do in the families. We look after each other, but if you fuck around, you gotta pay.
Awesome. Okay.
I can also try to reach out to some people I know. Maybe they can help.
Maybe Vice could eat a little humble pie here, you know what I mean? He's got to earn, he's got to earn his place. He's doing well, but he's got to earn his money.
It's almost
We
like
can get him
he's
back
supposed
up
to be a
and
solo,
We can get him
but you know.
back up and running. We can get him back up and running, so to speak. Haha. I didn't even think of that one off the bat. Get him going. Eat a little humble pie. He's got to walk the walk. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. No more. No more. No more.
Just a pun thing between 13 and Omen as they're just
Yeah.
back and forth.
The two of them are just egging each other on. It's like, come on, one more, one more.
Okay.
After all, he did steal my gimmick. I mean, come on. What's this all about? Oh, PN.
Yeah.
We had this ping about the ad for business.
Yeah.
Would we have seen that yet?
Not so. Omen. So Vice has got it. Jett's got it. You two technically haven't got it yet.
We don't know yet.
But as
Yeah,
you,
that's why I haven't brought it up.
as you guys are talking,
Okay.
the door opens again and Phoenix walks out once more. She takes out the half-smoked cigarette that she's had from some hours before and rising from the ashes lights it up again. Perhaps this is how she got her handle. At that point,
It's starting to run.
earlier than scheduled, but due to perhaps some issues going on with one of the players, we'll transition into a little break just to try and give Vice an opportunity to come back in. Failing that, we'll pivot from there. Okay. So thanks if you guys are watching. Thank you very much, and we'll be back hopefully in 10 minutes. Welcome back. And welcome back to our Rockerboy Vice, who has been under for his operation. Phoenix will, as she comes out of the door, will turn to Omen and 13. There is now just a small matter of these bills. Your tech, I believe, is taken care of. What he owes, your Rockerboy, less so. It is dangerous work, the type he does. Have you come to a solution?
Lansley's over at 13. Yeah. Has he had all the surgery yet? Has he had all the cybernetics done yet?
He is. Make me a Vice. Roll me a luck roll. If you roll under roll under your luck, you have both legs attached.
Oh, that is a 10 actually. So I don't think that's under. That's another 10. So that's 20 total on that
Cool.
luck roll for you, GM.
Cool.
I think I'm gonna be in hibernation. I'll see you guys in the next session.
You might want another beer. Yeah.
You see
Be
Phoenix's.
a long haul, this one.
You see Phoenix's face turn concerned. The procedure he asks for is for any clinic challenging. To have lost so much blood and then so quickly to nominate another limb to be removed is dangerous. I covered all of this with him before we put him under.
I'm sure you did. Yeah.
It is.
See what I mean?
It is challenging. It is challenging. I cannot say currently what state he is. Really, I should be in there with him, and she'll sort of. You then see her left hand.
there.
She's lit that cigarette, right, and you see her left hand come out of her pocket as she puts her lighter away, and you can see what you think you only imagine to be a little bit of Vice's blood across her hand.
Grumble.
I do not need to remind you.
I'm not gonna, Omen speaking like, I'm not gonna be too pussyfooting around here, right? But he dies, I'm gonna have umbrage here. Yeah, I'm gonna have umbrage. Because you're out here talking about paying a fucking bill, and he could be died.
Well, yes, because you
What
see,
about you? Get back in there, and if you need a hand, I'll hold his fucking leg down. No fucking problem. I'll pay his fucking bill. But if you let him die, I'll burn the fucking building down.
Oh, Omen's ride or die. I love this fucking guy, dude.
she'll pull out from her top pocket a small leaflet and hand it to you.
I'll even get you a cigarette pack.
As you can see,
What was
the returns policy for all work we conduct. In the unfortunate event that somebody does not wake up after we perform surgery, we will do our very best to recover any cyberware we have implanted and return them to the family or payee of the surgery to limit your losses. If you wish to come and help, by all means come and help. I'm on my break right now, though. And she'll flick a cigarette out and look at you with open palms. I can cut it short, but my pound per hour is high.
How much do you need today to get this shit done? How much do you need? And don't fuck me around. How much do you need?
To recover from where we are currently, I'm 1,000 out for the legs. The rest is in my labor and in my resources here, which of course I need, but my loss is 1,000 immediately.
Or what?
Or
what?
The legs do not get attached, and we are already past the point of him having one leg, if you know what I mean. We are at this point committed.
You're getting this, 13. You're getting all this on camera, 13, yeah?
No. Because
One job, man. One job.
I don't think, and as he turns on his camera,
Did you
There
remember
is-
that entire set?
Inside on your bed is one of the heroes of Forlorn Hope. And you're just gonna not help him?
Oh, quid pro quo. Oh, Omen, I hear you have some medical experience. As I have just mentioned, we are in a bit of a crisis with his treatment. All these things are covered in the disclaimer, which he has signed before he has gone under. I came to ask you if you would be able to provide some stabilizing care for his core while we rush through the rest of the treatment. It is merely utilizing all of the available resources. And she smiles at the camera.
Fuck it. Scrub me up. Literally gets a little fucking. That'll do. Right.
Yeah.
Rub the oil off. That'll do.
Hit
Gun oil.
Fordyce.
Antiseptic, right? Fordyce antiseptic. Engine oil. It'll do. Antibacterial.
And she'll open the door.
Go in.
And Phoenix, before you continue, what exactly do you need beyond the eddies? Do we need to get these legs? What is it that... Because...
The legs, I have a version of the leg. They are not factory new. Your colleague agreed to all of this before he went under. He understood the timeliness of this decision. If you wanted to ensure that they perform as per his expectation, a better version of a factory new version of the leg would be ideal. But for now, we have to prioritize the patient. She smiles at the camera again. It is likely that the operation will take another couple of hours. Maybe one and 1/2 hour more before the legs are attached. If you wish to make any kind of impact, that would be your opportunity. However, my opportunity, and she'll check her clock. She's got like a skin watch that says break on it, and she'll click a button on the side of it, and it says over. Is now. Omen, please. There is a gun inside. It is important that you come with me if you wish your friend to walk out of this clinic. And she walks through the door.
Fucking drag him out. He'll just walk in muttering, fucking grumbling, fucking. But he will go to work.
Nice.
He'll go and get some work done.
Okay.
Buying up any pieces of equipment.
Yeah.
Could go on the night market here.
Cool. She opens the door.
No, you'll go to work.
There's a double door between the hallway where you enter into this clinic and the surgery. It's got an electrical lock on it, which she'll type some numbers into a keypad and open it up. What you would expect to be a sterile corridor for people to prep themselves for surgery. Instead, you find some dirty rags. You see that there's no soap left in the dispenser. The cloaks on the insides of this room are all dirty and covered in blood. Looking around, you see the cloaks by the exit door are clean. Perhaps she changes to keep up appearances. She will just continue straight into the operating theatre where Vice is. Pushing the double doors open and walking in, you can see from Vice's bottom half, one of his arteries has been nicked. And content warning, and blood shoots towards the double doors of which you're on the other side of as he twitches. Now, and she starts to speak in her mother tongue.
Literally, Omen. He's still got his gear with him.
Yeah.
Like, his weapons and shit. He's just walked in. He's rummaging his bag. He's got his big med bag, his big carry-on and all that. And he literally, I had this in my pocket, by the way. Right, let's go. Let's go. I'm okay. Let's go.
That's exactly what you want a qualified doctor to look like.
Yeah.
Right there.
It's a Nomad qualified doctor. The buff
It's
has
a
to
medical
be there.
professional. Mirror shades and a bandana. Paramedic, my bad. Of course.
The things you can do with a bandana is unbelievable. Super glue.
Phoenix
Literally,
breaks.
he's getting his tools out. Super glue, duct tape. Nuts and
What the
bolts.
fuck?
You're gonna have some
Where the
Warhammer
scalpels, the
legs.
sutures.
She breaks out of her mother
Dude's got
tongue.
carpentry equipment.
She breaks out of her mother tongue. A couple of attendants in the room with her, crimson gowns, fresh crimson gowns, look up to her as she turns immediately to you, Omen, and she
Oh, I'll look after them.
secure the body. Hold him down. Hold him in place. This will get worse before it gets better, Omen. Can you make me a medical check? If you're a trained paramedic, that can be a paramedic at a lower DV.
Gonna have to be paramedic.
Yeah.
I ain't no fucking intake.
Can I assist him with first aid, potentially?
Yeah, if you want to come in, absolutely you can.
Oh yeah, camera's on. He wants to get this.
Bro's
Oh,
live
can I
streaming
do
my
that?
surgery.
It's good content.
It's not live streaming. I gotta edit everything out, but you know.
He's recording.
Of course, Jett will help you make that child safe.
Are you recording while you're under the knife?
Ooh,
Me, my
yeah.
mask?
Okay.
No, definitely
Alright.
not. That's some XBD shit. I'm not into that.
The fans might.
Yeah, couple of quick things, mate.
Yes.
My character sheet might not be linked in. I don't know, so I'll have to roll it in demi plane,
That's fine.
and we'll take it from there.
Yep.
Second one is, hey, Keel got me that. I'm gonna throw luck at this.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking this one up.
Yeah. I will not
Um,
tell you the DVs of these.
Amen.
I rolled a 14
gonna
for my
throw-
assistance.
Thank you.
I'm gonna throw 3 luck at it.
Okay.
Have a roll. I don't know if it'll go up or not. 18, 19, 20, 21.
Nice.
Oh, deduct my luck.
Awesome.
The paramedic, 21.
Perfect. The door swings closed behind you, 13, and some of the assistants notice that you're recording and begin to usher you out. Please, no, please. You are. This place can become contaminated, and sort of blood just shoots past them. It is important that you are outside. We are not authorizing the recording of this facility. You must leave. Please, I will ask you to make your way outside. These are the attendants who hand the physicians the instruments. They're not critical to what's happening at the minute, just for your context.
Drivers, wrenches.
Yeah,
Cigarettes.
precisely. Yeah. Rags.
On the table is one of Forlorn's Hope heroes.
No.
And we're catching one of the best surgeries or surgeons,
Gets better.
as he points to Phoenix. Red Win.
Redwin. Yeah.
Handle him expertly alongside with Omen, and he makes sure to get Omen's good side,
That's from behind.
performing desperately to save his life.
Yeah.
Are you really gonna deny the combat zone this hope?
Gonna make my persuasion check.
Sure thing.
Did have a media.
You can make me a. Yeah, I don't think there's a media roll that's better. That offers a better roll than that.
That is under social, correct?
Yeah, it should be.
I'll put 2 luck into this.
Cool.
17.
Cool. Phoenix snaps something back in Russian again, and you see the assistants turn around and rush towards the dolly with the tools on it, and start passing some gauze over. One passes like a large syringe, which is plunged into Vice's legs, or stumps at this point, because there are 2 of them. And we'll sort of fade to black at that point.
So I just want to mention that this surgery, I'm going to actually give Omen more of the spotlight on this,
Okay.
because I have
Gore
stuff already
coming up. I
recorded
don't
on
remember this being
Vice.
a part of a leg.
I already got Vice as
Poking with the
a
knife.
prime subject in some of my recordings, so I want to give Omen some
Very
awesome.
footage. Perfect, nice.
He deserves it.
Amazing. It's fading to black at that point. Vice, can you just make me one more luck check, please? I just want to see if you
Will
roll
do.
a 10 again.
Hopefully I got the high rolls out of the way, because this humanity loss is, I'm just getting ready for it, man. I know it's going to be a lot. Now the high rolls are they're still there. That's
Okay.
that's definitely above my luck.
Cool. Okay. You are Owen 13. I'll describe this to you, if I can, in a couple of sentences. The sort of squirting sound changes to sort of drilling sound and mechanical sounds as the time passes. You see this pair of cyber legs come out from behind. Literally, they've rolled up in like a towel, brought out from behind in a towel. The sections which are going to be attached into the parts which have been embedded into Vice's legs are wiped down with a rag of a similar quality and cleanliness that you've seen from the previous room, as they are tightened up onto his body. He is on multiple bags of blood to replace those that he's lost, as well as bags of fluid and bags of medication, before being wheeled out and into the place he was before, the bed where you first spoke with Phoenix. As he's wheeled out, you hear Phoenix sort of usher you. Come, we must make stop on your other colleague Jett before my hands become more tired. And she'll turn around and shout something back at her two assistants, and you'll see them just pull out this sort of mop with dark water and start sort of mopping down this clinical area, trying to remove some of the blood, pushing it almost like you're cleaning a kitchen at the end of the day in a restaurant shift. The doors closed before you see if the water was changed and anything else was done. She strips off her coat. She washes her hands quickly with a rag before grabbing one of the clean coats, putting it on over her, buttoning it up, and turning towards you, Omen. I appreciate your assistance. There is now the matter of the payment. Please, it is not wise we argue about these
500?
things. Pardon me?
500 eddies, was it? 100?
Yes, it was 500 eddies of labour, which we were not charging for currently, and 1,000 eddies for the legs, which we were charging for currently. So just 1,000 now, if you could please, sir. If you want, you can make me a barter roll.
I'll give it a try, but,
Yeah.
Actually, he does have points on that. Was it trading?
Yeah.
Barter.
Yeah.
There's no barter.
Yeah, it's a system translation issue.
12.
12. Okay. It is possible one of the assistants comes out and sort of whispers in her ear. It is possible with your aid there is an opportunity for you to make some money back, although at this time it is not possible. We are, as you can see, busy. I have 3 broken legs now to operate on, one of which is your friend. It is key. Could be an important relationship for you. Mutually beneficial should you ever need your legs repairing.
Well,
their track
maybe I can
record.
come back to training somewhere down the line.
Perhaps we
Maybe
offer.
that could be an opportunity.
Yeah, no problem. We can do that, and she'll take out like a remote, like a contactless payment panel. I should just type in 1,000 and hold it out to you expectantly.
For a very, very, very heavy heart, you'll pay the 1,000.
You hear a chime, bling, as you become 1,000 eddies lighter.
Mwop, mwop.
She
That's not
smiles
bad,
and she claps her hands. Now, your compatriot Jett, we will take a look at. Vice, your can you roll 4d6 for your humanity loss, please?
Please tell me the high rolls are out of the way. Please. Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Slightly above average, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's one of my better rolls for humanity loss. We'll fucking take that.
Cool. Okay. The luck roll would only really have got spicy if you'd hit that 10 again. I'd have had to really think about what I was doing with you at that point, because you did roll a 20.
Awesome. Yep.
Jett, you are
Man.
wheeled then into this surgery. The cyber arm, as your anesthesia is prepared, you can see the cyber arm from the van being wrapped up. The targeting scope that you've provided, you were able to give it, and another cyber leg, although this one not as fancy as those attached device is brought out. This one does look as though some effort has been made to polish it, at least clean it. Maybe these are more common than what Vice wanted, so some prep time will have been put in place.
She probably looked at the eye I already have in and felt like, you don't need the nice shit.
Yeah. She'll turn to you, Omen, and she'll say, "Care to help one more time? One more hero?" And she'll wink at you, 13.
Am I under?
Not doing it for
Not
free.
yet. Not yet.
I already paid. I said I could pay. I could take care of it myself.
Yes. I mean, with the procedure, not with the payment.
Oh,
You and I have a different kind of respect
I
for each
didn't know
other,
you
Jett.
were a doctor. Didn't know you were a
No,
doctor.
look like a doctor. Oh yeah, he's still got like blood.
You look like you're robbing a train.
I look like a fucking doctor. Medic. There you go. All right, you can trust
Okay.
me, bro. You can trust me.
Should have seen what we did with his legs. Fantastic work.
I could do with a new targeting scope.
The
Sure.
Mr.
Sure.
Night night.
Okay.
Night.
Mr. Jett, are you
Night.
ready now? And she'll put her hand on your shoulder. She'll pull.
Make sure you look cool for the camera. I'm recording.
She'll pull an oxygen mask
He goes
over
under.
your mouth. She'll say, "If you can now just count down from." You see her checking her bank account on her agent. Count down from 1,000 eddies for me, please. As she pushes you and the double doors open slightly, you see this medical room being washed down, and in the corner, protruding from a bin, you see the boot that Vice had been wearing
999.
the nights before,
998.
attached
900.
to a leg,
900.
before you see and feel nothing.
Oh, Omen's feeling it. Right in his bank account.
That's where it hurts.
You
Come on, I'm a Scotsman playing a Scotsman. That hurts me personally.
It's legitimate. It's legitimate. Yeah. You guys have perhaps maybe a couple of hours in game time, but not obviously IRL. Omen and 13. If there's anything you want to do, let me know. Otherwise, we'll move to when they wake up, and we'll bring it back as a party.
Something you would want to have been installed. Now we're here.
Yeah.
I don't think I fucking trust this place anymore.
This was supposed to be a fun downtime thing. Here we are having drastic surgery and
You
going
rolled.
broke.
You rolled double crit failure.
What am I supposed to do?
What? You're still alive.
That's fair. I'll take it. We take
I'm
those.
gonna,
What do you
I'm
mean
gonna
going
see
broke?
if
I'm
I
doing
can
fine.
Find someone selling guns, night market, black market, whatever.
Okay.
Phone up some contacts, maybe just see who's out selling. Maybe get
Do
me
I know
some
you're doing
better-
this?
Oh yeah, quite blatantly.
I will use my actual contacts to see if there is anything going on soon that might interest Omen.
Yeah, make me a rumor check.
Rumor check. All right. Fate. Okay, so I'm looking for an active rumor. What do I need to roll? Just my credibility.
Yeah, it's 1 second. Accessing sources,
Stat plus-
believability.
Oh, it's one skill
Yeah, so it'd be
that you want me.
So it could
Perception?
be like a. It depends how you want to do it, really. So it could be like a library check if you're looking something up. It could be a streetwise thing if you're trying to put your ear to the ground and speak to some of your contacts. So it's going to be stat and relevant skill plus 1d10.
Against the DV.
Yeah.
Okay. Could I actually do tracking to kind of almost triangulate of like past night markets that I've attended to kind of like kind of how like people do with food trucks? They kind of like map out their routes and seeing if like they're in like
You want to try and
re-popping
predict?
up areas.
Yeah, you want to predict
Yeah.
when the next one is? Go for it.
What would that be under? What is that? Education? No.
Let me open a character sheet and have a look.
Awareness. I got it.
Cool. Ooh.
19. Let me see what that beat. I got a substantial rumor.
Awesome. You know that let me just make sure I get this bit of information right. Okay, so you know of somebody called Molly Anderson. Molly Anderson runs a night market on a monthly basis. She sells a little bit of everything there. A lot of what she sells has been lifted from other people. And she runs it with her twins, Marco, or her brothers, Marco and Andy Anderson, who work as sort of the security there. This is run in...
What were those names again?
I can
Marco
write,
and what?
Marco and Andy Anderson. So this is run in the old combat zone, or it's run in Old Japantown, and you know that the next one is due to be run in Old Japantown, which luckily is a little bit closer to you. It'll be running in a day or two's time. If you want to try and...
Do we need an invite to those? Can we rock up to it?
You do need an invite typically. So you've pretty much triangulated the rough area that something's going down in Old Japantown. But you would need a fixer, or you'd need an inn. You know that there's a night market happening there.
We have the number for is it Marianne?
Yeah, you called her at the end.
From Hope.
Yeah, you called at the end of the last session, and in fact, you'll know that she's at the... What's the name of the place you're currently in? She's at From the Ashes with John.
If my man here, 13, has got a good idea where it is, I'm going to phone Marianne.
Yeah, so 13 will call up like some other people, kind of speak in like a code, kind of nod and be like, so Omen, I kind of overheard you trying to call some people. There is a night market for Molly Anderson. It's going to be running in Old Japantown in a couple of days. The only problem is we need an inn, or we need to find a fixer.
Okay, that shouldn't be a problem. I think we should speak to our good friend Marianne. I'll know her fix her or two if she can't do it herself.
Yeah.
Got herself a nice little shopping spree. Kind of. If we weren't paying for legs.
Awesome. So you give Marianne a call. Hey, Omen. How's
Hey, how you doing? How's John? How's he doing? You all right?
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. He's gonna take a little bit of time before he's back on his feet and ready. He's his lungs are still healing up, so it's not really something that I feel comfortable leaving him at the moment. We're just sort of huddled up here in front of the ashes.
Totally.
Thankfully, Phoenix has taken such good care of us. She's such a sweetheart.
Question from the ashes is that the same med center we were at?
Yeah.
So we're literally outside phoning her.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I'm just outside looking after our guys. They fucked up. Anyway, just helping out here a little bit once again. But I need a little favor if you're okay with that.
Sure thing. Go for it. You've been good to us.
Yeah. I heard Molly Anderson's got night market happening in a day or two. We need an inn and we need to gear up if we're gonna help. Help what's going on with the Forlorn Hope and help what's going on in this part of the city. I'm gonna need to gear up a bit. Just dropped a fair bit of cash on friends here.
I know of Molly. She's sweet enough. Her brothers are they put on a bit of a tough show to try and control the crowds. It's one of the there'll be some stuff there. Just be careful. Sometimes when you go to like markets like that, you can pick up things that belong to other people, and those stories can come back to haunt you. I've got a guy. His name's Jack. Give him a call. I think he needs some help. He might be able to vouch for you with Molly. All right.
Oh.
I'll send his details over.
All right. Appreciate it.
And she'll ping you over. You'll get a text message.
Before,
oh, you're ending first.
End the call before I do an Omen. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, character development, Omen. You get a text message ping through, and it says go and see. It's got the name Jack, and it just says that he used to work in. He now works in real estate, but he's got contacts. He used to be a bit of a fixer in the old combat zone and old Japantown. Although nowadays, I think there's an office for him in the old combat zone. He's got a little bit of work maybe that you could help with, and he'd be able to sort you out with an invite.
Oh. Relay this all back to 13 from our office space in the back of the van.
Cool.
Like, okay, we got a potential lead here.
It's now getting on a bit.
Some guy, Jack.
So it's now.
So I think maybe we should
Go on, sorry.
get the boys get ready to go.
Yeah.
Maybe have a word with Vice.
We're gonna need a sleep.
Yeah, you are. Looking around, you can see it's now about 4 o'clock in the morning. You guys remember you started this day early evening in the Forlorn Hope. A lot has happened since then. Vice and Jett are under, or they're post surgery at the moment. If you guys want to grab a few hours sleep, then we can bring the group back together, with the others being able to rejoin you.
The van. Little vanity mask on, face mask,
Cucumbers over the eyelids.
Do the nighttime Nomad routine.
Mm-hmm.
You letting 13 sleep in the van?
Nomad routine is like a mud face mask.
It's a desert sand in there. It's good for skin.
Oh, of course. Exfoliate the pores and all that. For sure.
Cool.
Angle the hair a bit more. There we go. Yeah, totally. Crash out for a bit.
Okay, nice. Some time passes, 5-6 hours, something like that. The drugs that Jett and Vice have been given, Vice more so than Jett, are doing their work. The bags of blood and fluids have been emptied out, and as we are some 30, 20 years in the future, you guys are recovering at a good pace. Phoenix will come and knock on the door. She'll give you a sort of a wake-up call. Your boys should be ready, Mr. Omen and Mr. 13.
Well,
If you care to collect them. Vice, the surgery was difficult. It may take him a moment to integrate fully with his legs. There may be some ghost pains, but it's nothing a few hours shouldn't allow for if he's active.
yeah. Whisper over to 13. Dare you to kick him in the leg.
And you guys walk into.
Maybe we should go grab his boots and give him them back. He left these. Yeah, we'll go in.
Cool. Going in.
Walk around, local shit.
So you paid for what you paid for. And as you go in, you see Vice and Jett are sort of propped up in the waiting room. You guys have come through a couple of minutes beforehand. You've come back around a couple of minutes beforehand, and you've been guided out. You don't feel that there's anything wrong with this. Some nurses have come and they're taking you. Just sit here, please. I'll get you a glass of water. Your friends will be here to collect you shortly. Unfortunately, the clinic doesn't open for another 10 minutes or so. And there's a pop a little glass of water down beside you. Maybe you drift in and out of consciousness as your body starts waking up properly, and you start coming to as the other two enter the waiting room.
Oh, we walk in.
What glass is it? Is it the right, the left, or the middle one?
That's one.
They should all contain water, sweetie.
Not that one.
Okay.
Okay.
I
I'm
think I
gonna
got
look
it.
at Vice directly, and I'd just be like, pulling a rag out of my pocket and just like casually toss it over him. And it's covered in oil and blood, man. Oh yeah, this is yours.
He'll, you see, he was sort of, he was laying back with his arms crossed behind his head, just enjoying the pain medication for as long as it'll last, and maybe a bit of a dozing in and out of consciousness as well. But he starts awake when the rag lands on his mask, and he pulls it up. He looks at it, looks over at you.
It's literally covered in his own blood. He's like, yeah, this is yours.
It smells like mine. He says as he looks at it. Appreciate it.
Picking the dried blood from under his fingernails. Yeah, I know.
You, how come you have this?
Let's just say, and I'm gonna go really sinister and get close and went, I've been inside you.
Oh, God.
You see an exclamation point appear on his mask as he looks at you very, very suddenly. What the fuck are you talking about? Doctor! Doctor, did you let this man inside me?
Your bill's fucking covered. We got a job to do. Come on.
Alright, he fucking says, alright, fine. He gets up,
explain.
stumbles a bit as he tries to find his footing with these new metal legs. He's like moving the toes around, trying to get used to it. He like almost falls, grabs onto whoever's closest for stability, whoever that is, and he's just like, oh fuck. Alright, this might take some getting used to. Jeez. I thought it'd feel better.
Well, we gotta get running.
One of the
Get running, huh? That's a good one. That's a fucking good one.
One of the nurses.
He looks over at Jett.
Go on.
With
It's
Jett, I think we should
lighter
do the
than
pen test. Do the pen test like from RoboCop. Targeting.
Oh, that's weird. I need to get used to the scope. Okay, there. Okay.
You alright?
Yeah, and the leg is actually lighter than I thought it would be. I thought double triple there for a moment. I think I need to get used to the new installment, but other than that, I think I'm fine.
Next time I try and have a game of chicken with a car, please talk me out of it.
I
It
would
kinda
have,
seemed like
but
you've
you
done this
moved
before.
faster than I expected. So
I honestly thought you knew what you were doing.
yeah, I thought you
Yeah.
had Chrome to
That's
do
on
it.
us. That was on us. We should have figured it out. That's on us.
Yeah. I have this air of confidence, you know, when I have both legs attached. That some people see through, some people don't, you know. Anyway, all right, let's do this. And he starts sort of stumbling out.
Vice, your
Yeah,
vision
13 will
is
tell you about terms of an agreement here.
your,
What are you saying about my vision?
you stand up and your vision is almost like a little bit of a head rush, a rush of blood to the head. The impact of your surgery is taking on you. One of the nurses will run over to you and she'll sort of hold your arm and make sure that you're steady. And she'll pull
I'm
out.
good.
She'll pull out a small brown pill bottle. On it, across the front of it, it's got Cyberleg inflammatory reduction medication, and she'll put it in your top pocket. You've been taking this intravenously up until this point, but you should remember you need to take one of these twice a day for the next couple of days to make sure everything beds in properly. Could you give me a resist drugs and torture check, please?
Got you. As he does, he will pop the pill bottle open and take a nice handful of these. Let's see. Here. I have... Okay, there we go. That's in, I think, body? Is it control?
I think his body.
Body. Boom. 19.
Awesome. You managed to keep it together.
Nice. Oh, all right. Thanks, Doc. I'll come back for that money I owe you.
Please do. And one of the nurses will just open the door. Our business here is finished.
Yeah,
All right.
speak to 13 about that. Omen's just marching out. He's like, no, I'm not biting. No,
All right.
I'm not biting.
All right, let's go. And he'll stumble on out of there.
I don't. Hey, Doc, I don't need any medication for my leg.
Oh, sweetie, your surgery was far less intrusive. Of course, I can sell you some medication if you would like some.
No, I just want to know.
Very good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't want to be left.
No, you should be fine. You might suffer the occasional headache over the course of the next week as your brain adjusts to the targeting scope. As far as the leg goes, your body surprisingly is probably thanking you for completely replacing the compound fracture with the cyber leg, says the assistant, and she hurries off back into one of the wards.
Bye. Okay.
So when we get outside, Vice for a moment is like, "All right, I gotta try this out, right? I don't want to do it for the first time in the heat of battle. So if I land hard, someone give me more of these drugs, right?" He's gonna like crouch down, get into like a squat, and he's gonna do sort of like a box jump to try and get as high as he can with these new legs.
I'm just gonna whisper over to Omen. You're not getting that money back.
13. Spare part money.
How does jumping work in Cyberpunk Red? Can I jump twice my move like I can with movement, or can I? Is it body something having to do with it?
So if you're testing the legs out, then I would say make an athletics check. Let me just see what exactly these legs do to you. I think jumping is half of movement.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
That's a fucking. That is not awesome. That's not awesome, actually.
That,
That's
You wanted more rolls.
Yeah.
I rolled under my luck, GM. I mean, if that, if that helps. Oh man.
That's just the wrong. That's just. Do you know? As soon as you said you were going to do that, can you roll me one? Can you roll me 1d6, please?
Oh, sure thing. Okay, 5.
Okay, cool.
Excellent.
So you'll take 5 points of damage.
Of course.
And you'll lose half of that rounding down of your humanity as you deal additional damage to the sockets as the cyberware. It's still bedding in, dude. It's been like maybe 5 hours. So I don't want to over punish you, but you'll lose a couple of points.
No, it's okay.
Of humanity.
Trust me, I'm gonna go cyber psycho at some point. It's gonna happen.
It feels like a really rough session for you in particular, Vice. But then you did get your leg chopped off, and then asked for another leg to be chopped off.
Fair enough. You know, hey, I knew what I signed up for. How high do I get before I come crashing down?
Hit the ceiling.
Yeah, I think. Let me open up the
You go
thing.
crashing into John's belt.
I wanted to do this outside specifically so my head doesn't go through the fucking ceiling.
You forgot your shoelaces were tied together for some reason.
Let me open.
Just don't do a superhero landing. It's not good for the knees.
Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it.
Well, your knees are metal now, so
What are these days called? Rockland or Metal?
might be irrelevant.
So with jump, the skydrivers just have jump boosters in them. So when you have paired jump boosters, I assume you can jump higher than you can normally.
Yeah,
It's just
I
like
think jump boosters have to be paired naturally.
yeah.
yeah.
I would think so. So I'm just looking up. I'm looking it up now, and I can't see it yet, but I imagine it means that you can jump your movement without suffering a penalty, whereas normally typically your jump would be half of your movement. But I'm in the 12.
That's meters.
In meters, yeah. So what's your total move stat?
I got 7 moves.
So you can jump 14 meters up in that case. Based on what I'm saying, I will try and double check it. It says it's in the 12 days.
A lot of feet.
It is.
Yeah, so the
12 days of readiness.
they negate the penalty of jumping, which jumping normally has a penalty of being essentially rough terrain, where you count 2 squares.
Oh, cool. So I guess totally right. That's good. Yeah, awesome. So you can jump your full movement, and because you aren't aware of that, that explains why you crashed down to ground.
I jumped like 30 fucking feet in the air.
I said the dice tell the story, and these dice are telling the story right now.
He goes, oh shit, as he's falling down. Why's the ground coming at me? And then he fucking comes, lands down right on his legs, and just, the sockets, they aren't fully healed yet, so it hurts a good bit as he gets a shaky landing. I assume a small crack in the pavement appears from his landing.
Of course.
And he'll look around, like, all right, now tell me, did I look fucking cool or what?
13's just like...
It felt pretty bad. It's gonna make for a great BD.
Like a gymnast who didn't quite stick the landing. So you know Jack is in the old combat zone. And you've got his contact details 13 that have been passed to you. Vice, you've got your wanted bad for business poster. I don't know if you want to share that with everybody.
Oh, that's right. He'll pull out his phone, and he's made it his wallpaper. So as soon as he unlocks it or whatever, he doesn't really know how to. He's got a tech of 2, right? So he just kind of smacks his fucking phone to get it to turn on, and as it does, he puts it right up next to his head and shakes it. And he's like, "Oh, look who's getting popular around here, huh?"
Who is that? Why is it all yellow? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Your straw made an appearance, by the way.
But
Made an appearance.
Well, that's the old one. This
Of course.
is the cable plastic. The new one I gave you is made of metal and lights up.
Yeah.
So this can't be
remind
you.
me to use that one from now on. He shakes his head. He's like, basically, this canine guy. I've heard of him before. He's like one of the capos or whatever at the Red Chrome Legion. He shouldn't be a big fucking deal. I mean, we kicked that guy's asses before. We'll do it again. But I want you to know, apparently, there's gonna be some trouble coming for me soon, and I figured I'd rather have you guys expecting it rather than not.
I mean,
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
With
why?
all-
Yeah, why not?
I mean, with all the
Oh.
Nazi people we just took out, I guess they're all coming for us.
Yeah, I'd figure. You see, he said bad for business. Eddie's for his location 3 times. That means he really wants my location. You know?
Well, we
Well,
could make
would
our
that-
money back.
Would that technically mean if you reach out to him and give him your location yourself, he will have to
Oh
pay
my god.
you?
Hold on, you're a genius. I've had a genius idea for a moment. Guys.
Oh my god.
All right. Look, 13.
You are
13, you
guys are
fucking
way too
contact him.
optimistic that this guy even is going to pay.
Okay,
No, no, you contact him.
I'll take it back. I
Yeah,
don't
you
feel bad
give
about
him-
the humanity loss.
You give him my location, yeah? And then he pulls up on me. We fucking ice him. Yeah, you get paid. We fucking kill him. Threats out of the equation. We kill more Nazis. This will make for a great BD. This is going to be awesome.
Sure, that would work, but I'm just guessing, wouldn't it piss him more off if you called him yourself and demand to get paid to give him your location yourself?
See, that's why 13's calling him. See, that's where my genius comes in, is that 13's going to call him. And then, because he doesn't know 13. I mean, come on, no one knows 13, right? My bad. Sorry, 13. I don't mean that as a bad thing. So 13's going to call him, yeah? And then he's going to be like,
I know.
he's going to put on like an accent. You know, you put on like a southern voice. Be like, I know where 13 is. You know, this is some, I know where Vice is. You know, something like that. And then you'll give him my location. You'll get your eddies. We'll be waiting for him. We'll fucking kill him. He'll be dead.
Someone's contemplating putting a bullet in the back of his head would just save him money in the long term.
I mean, maybe do it after when you're not inflamed anymore.
Fair point. Fair point.
Gotten used to your legs, probably.
Yeah, we can do it later.
What I'd like to do now, I've put your fucking body back. Helped put your body back together.
Oh, you
I
did?
would like to. Yeah. Where do you think the blood came from, dumbass? Anyway, he's getting a bit surly now. He's getting a bit surly. It's like,
He's in a mood today.
okay. Yep. The night market coming up. I want to get some more armaments. I want to get some more ammo. I did have enough money to cover it. You know,
Cover what?
starts to get again. And now we've got this bullshit with K9, which, you know, I'm sure it was going to happen anyway. So how about we get this sorted out? We've got a guy, Jack, some realtor guy, fixer. We need to get an invite to this fucking night market or else we get turned away at the door. And then we're just in another fight for no reason. So,
Oh, I could get us in. It's no problem. Hey, did you say you paid for the surgery?
13, you talk to him. I just can't.
He
I just
fronted
can't.
the
He's so
Eddies
mad.
for you.
What's he so mad? I don't get it.
He paid 1,000 Eddies to you. I'd be mad too.
1,000 eddies. I told the lady I'd be good for it. I'd pay for it later.
You'd probably
where the
be
fuck
dead
you
by
even-
the time.
Where'd you even get 1,000 eddies? And you gave it to her. Oh fuck.
Yeah, because she was gonna let you bleed out.
She was? That bitch. All right.
Then pay
That's
up.
how the combats work.
he'll-
You don't
he'll-
pay up front, you die.
He'll walk over to Omen. He'll fucking stumble on over to Omen. He'll put a metal arm on his shoulder. I assume he's turned around in rage at this point, trying to get him to turn around. And he turns around holding a fucking knife. Excellent. He'll be like, "Look, mate.
Picking his nails.
Yeah. Look, I owe you one. All right, I owe you one and 1,000 eddies. I promise I'll get you your money. And I want to say I appreciate you for doing that for me. I only know one other person who might have been willing, and they didn't have the fucking money. I don't know how you fucking had the money, but then again, I don't know how you got a truck. So, fair point. I owe you one, all right?
Use your head, laddie.
He's going to give you 500 eddies, just on the spot, just so he can cover half of it. And he's gonna say, "Look, let this hold you over for now. I'll pay you back, and I'll make sure we're even. All right? I value my word, and I value loyalty. And you've shown that, for some fucking reason, you were loyal enough to me to have me fucking saved. I'll be loyal to you." That goes for all of you. He'll look around at the party in the truck at this point, I assume. You've stuck with me through thick and thin, rather thick and sometimes rather thin. And he'll look at the fucking legs, and he'll be like, "I appreciate it. I won't bite the hand that feeds."
Well, I think we're about to get a bit messy, so it's probably better we're all on form.
Wait, good call. Maybe let me take the lead when it comes to that. I want to test out these new legs.
Look,
You'll take a leap
I
of
didn't
faith
want
in
it.
your son.
Oh, it was a good one. Yeah, good one. Fucking hell. All right. Great. So the night market then, huh? I can get us in. Who do I call?
well, first of all, let's talk business here, because I need to run a story. And Vice, I got some good footage of you. Now, I like to mainly talk about the problems of Night City and how it's derangedly sick, and you fit that bill pretty well.
Thanks.
So
I'll take it.
now I was going to run the story until you apparently got a bounty on your head.
It's not the
Do you
first.
still want me to run that story? Because I can't run my second story.
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? All the fame in the world, I want it. Good or bad.
Fair enough. I respect that.
I'm glad you even asked me. I was going to put out my BDs without even asking any of you, if I'm being honest. Just wasn't even going to blow your faces or nothing. Speaking
Well,
of...
the thing is, it's primarily against the Red Chrome Cross, and so it's gonna rile some feathers if they're not already riled.
Fuck them. They're Nazi bastards. It can be as riled as they want.
But as much as they are rats, and rats like to come in hordes.
Fair point. It's no fun killing rats if there's only two of them, though, eh? And he'll look at Jett for a moment. I was about to say, huh?
I mean, speaking of rats, my dad showed me a trick once that if you want to get rid of rats, you catch one and then dangle them over a fire, because then it starts screaming, which will make all the other rats run away. I don't know if that would work in this situation.
And you thought I was the trouble.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Vice looks like he was about to say something, and then you went on your rat thing, and he's reconsidering it for a moment. He's got that emoji of, like, you know, the guy with the finger that goes up and then he goes back down for a moment, and he sort of shakes his head a bit. It goes back to being the traditional image, and he says, "Yeah, I was saying that this BD stuff you seem rather interested in. I've got a contact we can make some money on this together. Speaking of, I'd like to cut all of you in, seeing as how you're in all my BDs right now anyway.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I think.
All right, great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a call, and we'll work through that whenever it comes up. I don't know what's next on the docket, but
We need
I
to talk
figure-
to Jack, and perhaps
talk
you
to
can
Jack.
get him on board with your BD stuff. Because if you can use him as an outlet, then that's more business. And a favor for a favor. You supply him BDs, he gets us into the night market.
I could probably get us into the
might
night
be
market
a
without
market
Jack,
as well.
but sure, that'll work. I'll contact Jack too. First, let me call up my contact though. All right, just to make sure. And he will ring up pretty much the only contact he has, being June, the person who made his mask and helps him with the BDs.
Okay.
Ring, 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 ring.
What accent does June have? And watch me butcher it.
I don't know. Hey, hey man, you go ahead. Do it. But she's got a Scouser accent. There you go, right in your
Oh
roadhouse.
my goodness. Can't chicken and a cow.
He's got an Orkney accent. There you go.
No, not Orkney. Big up Shetland, not Orkney. All right, mate.
Oh, Shetland, right? Okay.
Aye.
Rivalry.
All right, Vice. How you going, man? You right?
Yeah, I'm all right. It's been a while. I've got some new footage and some new friends. One of them, he's into BDs. I was thinking maybe you could have a chat.
Listen, mate. You know me. I'm always up for doing a bit of business. Are these friends like your old friends, or are these friends a bit more reliable, Vice?
Most of the old ones are dead. So yeah, they're new. And he'll he'll sort of look around at that. I probably shouldn't have said that. But yeah, they're new. Speaking of, they helped me shoot a lot of fucking footage, and it's all on the mask. So you got to do your thing, get it all out, make the BDs. But one of the guys, he's tech scented. He's sort of a. I know he can fix tables, and he's talking about making the BDs child safe, whatever that means, expanded into the market or whatever. So maybe see if you can work something out with him. He seems enthusiastic, if anything else.
Enthusiasm will get you some. It will get you so far. Listen, I know there's lots of kids who are after a bit of BD action on the street. Although most of them aren't really looking for the censored stuff. If it's we could give it a go, I suppose, and see if we can make any money on it. If you want to swing by, you can either drop it off at the local at our usual drop-off point, or you can come by and see me. I'm in South Night City at the minute, but you know the alley on the way. If you leave it with the ragman, he'll see if it gets to me.
Yeah, I prefer to come see it just so you can meet the guy too, the rest of the guys as well. So maybe we can arrange that. But I've got some business I got to take care of too, so I'll keep you posted.
All right, nice one. Give me a call when you're half hour out or something, and I'll make sure that I'm about for you.
All right. Nice talking to you. And he'll hang up by smacking his fucking phone again, and he'll look at Jett and be like, "Hey, she liked the sound of you."
Omen's
I
eerie
didn't
wagging in
say-
good. That wasn't a Scouse accent.
Hey, it's the closest you're getting.
Okay.
Nice. He'll look like, well, we can make a stop by her, and then speak to Jack. We can speak to Jack now on the way to her. I mean, you got his number.
Yeah, we got contact details for him.
Oh, sweet. Could I have it?
I'll pass
why
you the
not?
details.
Yeah, I don't know how to. All right, I tell you what. You ring him up, then he's just gonna give you his phone. Just like do your thing with like the contact stuff, how you put in the numbers, and then if you need some help talking, I'll pitch in.
I mean, you notice
What's
there's
your
you notice there's a little hairline fracture across the screen of Vice's agent from the way he hangs it up. Nothing that'll stop it working, just a bit of personality.
Mm-hmm.
I just usually talk to my AI and it makes the calls for me.
All right, so you don't know how to either. All right, very well. Then I'm not the only one. He tries to finagle his way. Can I roll a basic tech to try and call this number?
Sure, yeah. If you want to, if you're gonna volunteer it.
I mean, I can.
Oh my god! Of course,
Hey.
this is what the good roll goes to. I think that's a 10 and an 8 for
Yeah.
a 20 total. I have a base of 2, bro. Ooh.
For like a DV of 6.
Yeah.
You
Like, holy fuck! Hold on, I'm having an epiphany.
you can't explain it,
I
but the
think it
lack
goes under the contact area.
your recent lack of humanity and your new cyber aspects of your body maybe are bringing you closer to technology in some weird kind of esoteric way that's hard to understand. But you fumble with your phone a little bit and you see that it starts calling. The name Jack is there and it picks up.
It fucking worked. My finger just hovered above the numbers like a Ouija board, and it just fucking tapped them in.
Hey
Exactly how
there.
it works. That's what I've been telling you.
Oh hi, is this Jack?
Hey there, caller. This is Jack Skorkowski, real estate agent to the stars, formerly of Scott Brown. How can I assist you today?
Scott Brown. Who the fuck is Scott Brown?
You don't want to
Can
know
I-
who
can I
Scott Brown
roll?
is if you don't know who Scott Brown is. Trust me on that one, brother.
Can I roll streetwise? I mean, I'd love to.
Go for it. Oh, don't make me try and remember the Scott
It's
Brown
character.
incident.
It's a
I'm loving it.
19.
I'm,
I know exactly who it is, and I'm loving it.
if you,
Okay, you
if you
reckon
said that out loud, I'm gonna.
You're gonna what?
I mean, if he said Scott Brown out loud, I want to roll it as well.
Go for it.
Nope.
You
I
know.
know nothing.
You know that Scott Brown, as I look it up crazily as I try to remember what it is.
You brought this upon yourself, GM.
I did,
You
I
name
did.
dropped him.
Scott Brown
Combat zone
is.
relative.
Omen, do you remember off the top of your head? Can you help me out here? I think Scott
Yeah,
Brown.
He does all the really cool rental and buying and selling of properties in Combat Zone.
That's it. In the
He's
2020
also
era.
the NPC for. Yeah, he's also the NPC man for Internet legend Seth Sarkowski, who does all the reviews. Got written into the game.
He did get written into it.
Nice.
So there you go.
You know it as a well, not a reputable. You know it as a bit of a an old real estate agent that did lots of work in the area you're currently at. You'll have recognised some old billboards and stuff like that. You also know that there was a little bit of a reputation that they could be heavy-handed at times.
Yeah, I know Scott. Me and him go way back. He says as he brushes past that, and he goes, "Look, Jack, we got some business to talk about with you. You see, we need into the night market that's happening soon, and we figured you might be the guy to get us tapped in."
Oh wow, that's really interesting. So I guess the first bit of information that the group would like to know, including myself here, is who the fuck are you? And what night market are you interested in going to? Your number is coming up as unknown to me, which in Night City means that you can't be up to much.
Really? Well, it just so happens I just got this phone, but I'm sure you've at least heard of me. I go by Vice on my BDs, and we've been doing a little bit of business here in Chinatown, making a little bit of a name for ourselves. And if you were really tapped in, you definitely would have heard of us.
Give me a credit. Give me
Marianne gave his contact.
give me a charismatic impact.
Got you. I'll spend 2 more luck on this.
Look, you guys are remembering the
Oh
luck this
my
session.
God, what the fuck?
Hey,
what even
man.
is this? 5 minus 4?
Yep.
That's 1 total, I believe, with a 2 luck for 3.
I mean, you did just get out of surgery, so
Yeah.
it must
Yeah.
be the drugs.
Okay,
Fair point.
Chum. Little China is basically the kindergarten of Night City, as you and I both know. This line's breaking up right now. If you've got anything important that you want to say to me, I suggest you say it pretty quickly because I'm a busy man. I got places to go and properties to acquire and sell.
All right.
Fuck it.
Marianne gave us your number.
Over. Take the phone out and was like,
All right, fine, whatever.
"Oh, Jack, is this Jack? Hi, Jack.
Hey there, caller. This is Jack Skorkowski. How can I help you?
Yeah, not bad. This is Omen. Doing some work for Marianne from Scott. I can't speak fucking English today. From the Forlorn Hope. She gave me your number.
Oh yeah, I
Said
know
to get in
Marianne.
touch with you, drop her name, and we're trying to get into Molly Anderson's night market. And said you were the person to speak to.
I know Marianne. I know John. I hope he's doing all right. I assume the last guy I spoke to might have had a hand in. Good. I assume the last person I spoke to might have had a hand in the destruction of the Forlorn Hope based on his demeanor. As it happens, I happen to have a little bit of work going. If you wanted to exchange it for a recommendation to the night market, the Andersons, although
Listen.
they can be slightly unscrupulous at times in how they acquire some of their technology and stock, they aren't totally unreasonable. I believe they're meeting up in Old Japantown tomorrow. Actually, your timing couldn't have been better.
Yeah, that's what my personal contacts told me. Yeah. So, little biz for a little biz.
A little biz for a little biz. Welcome to Night City, brother. As you know, my name is Jack Skorkowski, and I deal in real estate. It just so happens that I have a few concerns, a few issues happening on a couple of my properties. Perhaps I could send you over to one of them, and you could investigate for it. I'd chuck you a little bit of money on top of the recommendation so that you've got some spending money when you get to the night market. It's
Yeah.
it's not going to be a crazy amount, but I could probably throw. How many of you are there?
There's 5 of us.
Okay, 5 of you. All right. Well, I could probably work out like a 500 eddies each for having a look and seeing what we're doing, seeing what's going on. I listen.
500, 500 each. Yeah. I think we could do that.
Good. All right. Well,
depending on the work, of course.
Yeah, listen, I've got a crew at one of my construction sites. They're down tools and they're not interested in picking them back up. They think this place is haunted. A few of them have got injured, and I need you to go in, see what's occurring, and get them back on work. I can send you the address. It's just on the edge of the Haywood Industrial Zone, and there's I've got one of my staff members waiting there to greet you.
Haunted.
I mean, this is what they say.
Okay.
I don't personally believe in ghosts and everything like that, but it's this is what they tell me. While you're there, and
scratching his tattoos in the back of his hand. He's like, yeah, that's okay.
Good. Well, as we're new acquaintances, if you could send me a picture of you and your crew, I'll send you a picture of me, so we can save each other in our agents, and we can talk, and we can start getting to know each other. Let me know how you get on, brother. When you get there, give me a call when you got everything sorted out.
Are you going to send the details to us first, or what?
I'll send you my picture first. There's my picture, and just below I'll put a link to the address for you, sir. All right, give me a call when you got it started. Remember, it's a construction site which is being constructed. Do not deconstruct it.
Yeah, high vis. Got it. Yeah, go.
Awesome. All right.
No problem.
I'll speak to you soon. Take it easy, brother. Hey, remember.
Yeah, no problem.
You're in the big leagues now. You're working for Jack Skorkowski, motherfucker. And he puts the phone down.
A little biz for a little biz. And then at that point, switch it off and just do the slow look round of Vice.
Yeah. Hey, you see he's gone uncharacteristically quiet for a moment. Did he say
Wait a
he
moment.
was haunted?
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
easy
so
to
you know,
Omen
That's
you
easy
don't-
to
Omen is
fake.
a little superstitious.
That's easy to fake, by the way. Just
Ye-
saying.
you don't think there's another job we could find or do for this guy? I mean, I don't really fuck with ghosts.
It's just basic technology.
Look, I can't punch a fucking ghost, all right? I don't know how to deal with fucking ghosts. I'm not a priest. I'm not a rabbi. I punch things. That's what I do.
Just
can't
do
punch a
that, you'll be
ghost.
fine. You'll be
It's
okay.
probably just projections and holograms.
Or AIs.
Yeah,
Oof. You see him? He's also actually very superstitious as well, and he's just like, man. He's thinking. He's trying to recall if salt or something like that could help against ghosts. He's just gonna buy a fucking handful of table salt and keep it in his pocket. He's like, man, I don't know. We gotta get geared up. The normal
salt.
guns.
I mean, have you ever killed anyone there? If not, then the
It's Night City.
most
Everyone has
probably-
died everywhere.
Yeah, but if he has killed anyone there,
No.
Right. Fuck it.
okay, then they probably
guys.
won't hurt you anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this fucking Jack's details on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna set up the agent like on the hubcap type thing, and not the hub, the fucking on it, whatever. I'm gonna get it to like count down, and then we're gonna stand back. Right, hustle up, take a picture, click, and send it off to him, and just say, yeah, our man Smith taking the picture.
Nice. Okay, mate. Yeah, give me a
Camera shy.
give me like a persuasion
Hello?
or something like that. To just to see how that lands.
Fuck me. This could be interesting. Let's look. 14.
Okay. Cool. There's no reply yet.
Right. Yeah, okay. So, right guys, looks like we've got a job, apparently. I've done my bit.
already,
Can get...
we just got out of the hospital.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
had
and I'm
a
Okay.
fucking
Grenade
dead.
gunner.
So yeah, we need the money.
And we need the inn.
You don't actually
I-
think there's ghosts there, right?
If it's
No.
on.
It does.
I mean-
Cover it up and get
exist.
there, yeah?
It's
California does run with ancient, native tribes. Could be stuff there.
What? There could be stuff there. What,
Yeah,
do you mean stuff?
Ancient spirits.
Ancient
I've
spirits.
heard of- Yeah.
Oh fuck, guys. Guys, is he pulling my leg? My metal leg. Are we
They're both
Are we actually
metal.
gonna fight some fucking ghosts?
They're both metal, Vice.
Yeah, they are both metal.
well, he's sitting 2 meters away from you, so I don't think so. No.
Oh fuck.
13 will pull an amulet out of like his jacket and hand it to you.
What is this?
It's Navajo, but so it should work. I doubt the tribes that lived in California were Navajo, but it should still work.
All right, yeah. Keep these fucking ghosts away from me. He says as he puts it over his head, he tucks the necklace right into his leather jacket, and he does like a little cross over it. All right, fucking
Oh.
protect me, big man.
Oh, and if these ghosts turns out to be rogue AIs, maybe we should have our. I mean, we do have a net runner in our back pocket.
Murphy.
You do?
Don't we? The guy
Um,
we
talking
saved from the building thingy
Yeah, you have a contact.
where I
that
broke
guy's,
my leg
number.
the first time.
Does he?
Rockerboy.
I guess he does. I mean, he paid us. I don't think he owes us.
No,
No,
you-
but
You're talking about the guy
if
that
I
you saw.
recall,
You're talking about Trucker, the guy in the Atlantis who
Trucker,
you
yeah.
delivered the stuff to, not Collar who paid you.
Oh.
So you'll have both
Yeah,
of their
Trucker.
numbers. Yeah.
because as far as I recall, we talked to him about it. If we needed Netrunner help, we could give him a call and he would give a helping hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I recall he was quite open to that.
It's Night City. Everyone's open to work.
With a
in Night
decent
City.
amount of persuasion.
Yeah. Omen, your phone starts to ring. Your agent starts to ring and vibrate. It's an unknown number.
I've done that before. Oh, howdy, friends. Hello.
Yo, I got your contact info from Marianne. Hope this is a good time. Listen, you know this, but I lost a lot of chumbas in that fire. Good bandmates, good friends. Fuck life, you know. She needs to go on, though. I know you're doing more work for Marianne, so while you're out there, if you spot some musical talent, I know you've got some BD specialists, some tech, some medias. Can you do me a favor and film them and send me the footage and some contact deets? I've got to fill my band's ranks. The Hope needs to open again, right? This is Grace, by the way. Grace Steele, you helped me outside the Hope.
Yeah, you're the one that was bleeding out. You're right. Okay. Well, you're the one hacking your lungs up. Yeah. Okay.
No, dummy, I was the
Remember
one
injuries.
helping the people bleeding out. She's the one that you assisted outside the Hope.
Oh yeah. So you're looking for talent.
I'm going to need it at some point. If you see anybody, if you hear anybody, record them, send them my way, whatever. We need to get ready. The Hope is going to reopen according to Marianne, and I want to be there on opening night. Anyway, I got to go, Chim. Be easy. And she'll put the phone down.
No problem. Relay that information back to the rest of the crew.
When Omen was
I think that's
distracted on
different.
his phone call, could I have slipped his table salt shaker into my pocket?
You might give me a
I think
check.
what you'll find is just packs. It's just packs of salt stacked up in a corner.
He's fucking come prepared. The man after my own heart.
Conceal
Yeah,
reveal.
Yeah,
Take some.
conceal
Oh,
reveal.
conceal reveal.
And Omen, you give me a conceal reveal. Good shout, 13. Nice.
Oh fuck. What's that under?
You're just like stealing my shit.
He's paid for your medical treatment and now you're robbing him.
I am. I have to. This is a matter of life or death here.
There's some
where
salt
is
on
this?
the
You
wound,
better
man.
get silver higher, mate.
Where is this conceal reveal? I don't see it.
Education.
Awareness?
Probably awareness, yeah.
Oh, 18.
Okay,
No way.
Omen, what do you get? You give me a
11.
11. Okay.
Wow.
You are slightly lighter in the salt department.
When I need to. I'll slip that right into my pocket. I'll be prepared. So, what was he saying?
MRE.
yeah.
We're looking
Take it
for
right
some-
on out of there.
What you do? Anyway, that was Grace from the Hope. And if Marianne gave the number over again, asking if we find any talent to kind of repopulate her band and stuff like that. Record over. Apparently, Marianne's got a proper hard on about getting the place up and running. Don't really blame her much. Guess it distracts her from poor old John. I think you guys can probably concentrate on that.
All right.
On what? Specific.
So,
What would you
shall
guys
we
like?
maybe investigate?
That's what I do best.
Sure.
Sure.
Down to investigate, I guess.
Awesome.
We're in Little China.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon, got a day or two. I reckon we should take a little trip over the bridge. Head towards. Is it working yet? Head towards the bridge, up by the upper marina.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you guys want a fun road trip, we'll just go right through the old bank block, the old men's centre.
You're
Maybe we
you're
go
the
green
roadman. Whatever you suggest, that's where we'll
It'll
go.
certainly be a more interesting shorter route, but it's a lot more tasty.
Red.
It's a lot more glowing red. I mean, I had stories about this place, you know, from the tribes about reclaiming this area and all the shit they found underneath there. That's good stuff. Just don't get caught out.
All right, if you
Fuck
say
it.
so.
Let's drive to the bridge. Let's drive to the bridge. If you guys want to do some research on the way, maybe we can get some shit going here.
Sure. Before that, we're saying something about you needing ammo. What ammo
Oh, yeah.
specifically do you need?
Well, I need to get me a goddamn gun. Old
Oh.
Betsy over there, on the gun that she fucking loves. Really good at long range, but need something a bit closer to home.
Okay. I mean, you can still use my rifle. It's shit, but
We established it definitely was shit.
Maybe I could maybe. Everybody's getting the van all starting up. I could maybe take my scope off my silencer and attach it to your rifle and see if I can maybe, get something done there.
sure. Yeah. You're free to use the ammo as well. It's basic ammo.
How much
I
ammo
do
you
need to
got?
pick up some memory sticks though.
I have like, I think, 100 for it.
I tell you what, how many rounds does it have?
Uh,
I mean,
Give me a sec. Let's see if I can find my rifle.
this is my rifle. This is my gun.
There.
I do need to pick up some memory chips though, as I have used up both of mine.
So,
Okay.
the magazine holds 25.
All right, mate. How about you hand over like 50
And-
and I'll get them loaded.
And I have in total, let me see. So, when it says ammunition cost 10 EB, is that per bullet or is that per case?
10, I believe.
Yeah. So, but ammo is sold in tens,
Is it-
unless it's a grenade, in which case it's sold in ones.
Okay. And I bought the ammo for this rifle for 100 eddies.
Cool. Okay. So you've got 100. So it's basically
Yeah.
one eddy per bullet.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
you.
What's the name
but-
of the gun again?
The name of the rifle is called. There it is. Something that I can.
Is it the code?
But
is
I
it-
will put it in. I will. Huh?
Is it the Everest Ventura Aware Kodiak Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, it's a Chandon
It's not.
No,
Arms
I've got the
Jungle
Kodiak.
Reaper.
Yep.
Yeah.
I put it in chat.
Jungle Reaper, right? Okay. Cool. What I'll do.
If you can
We're
get me
right
one
for-
more, I can probably upgrade it.
Well,
in
that's the
some
whole
form or
idea.
fashion.
That's the
I
whole
also
idea.
have. You're also welcome to use these bullets. I have these. I know you love using them. I have some incendiary bullets if you want them.
Look at the smile on his face.
Oh, yeah. I like it warm.
Like a kid with candy.
Yeah. He's a nomad.
Might
He
even
uses,
hit something this
he
time.
uses incendiary rounds to start his campfires. So what's the plan? What are you guys thinking? You want to drive? You want to head north? And where would you like to go?
So definitely heading northwest. We'll
I mean,
cut up through
we can just-
the hot zone.
Okay.
Actually, no. We'll check where about in Watson is it, because that kind of determines which way we go.
Are you talking about the haunted house? The
It's in
haunted.
the industrial zone is where we're
I
going.
think we lost the GM. Oh, you're back now.
Sorry. Yeah, the haunted house is south of where you are, so you can go through the combat zone. The yellow roads. These are like highways, but there are of course lots of other roads there, so you don't feel like you have to stick to them too much. Apart from obviously where the bridges are. So you can, if you want to head to the haunted house, then you can either head northwest towards New Westbrook and then cut down to Haywood, or you could head through the combat zones, and then you could cut down into Rancho Coronado or Haywood directly and get there. Either way, it's probably going to take you maybe an hour or so. If there's bits and pieces that you wanted to pick up on the way, you'll be able to pass like bodegas. There'll be some vending machines. As long as the value isn't 500 eddies or more, there'll be spots that you can stop for like memory shards and stuff like that along the way, so that you can spend your money on that or ammunition. Anything that's
totally.
500 or more will be a night market.
Yeah,
We can totally do that.
I do think
In the meantime-
the price was 100, unless that's something you're allowing.
100 for what?
We can just pick up through bodegas and everything. Because I think you said 500. But that
500
could
and
just be
above
me.
you can't pick up. So anything that's 500 or more is restricted to night markets. Did you get that?
Yep.
Awesome.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if my audio was bugging.
Jett, how many spicy rounds are you giving Omen? The incendiary rounds?
I don't
On.
have that many. I only have 10. So sorry.
That's good enough for me. Make them
Cool.
count.
I don't know how to give them, so I guess if you just note them, I will erase
I'll
them
just add
from
it
my
on.
own sheet. Huh?
Yeah, and then I'll add them on and we give it back.
Okay.
I'll just delete it from my sheet. Make life easy.
Yep.
I made a note that you've given me pretty much Omen's dream. Ghosts don't like fire. That's what I'm saying. Ghosts don't like fire.
All right. 13, did you want to
But
run a
definitely stop
story?
and make sure.
Did I what?
Did you want to run a story, or are you okay for now?
That was actually something I want to ask. I don't know how much time I need to actually publish a story. As I was trying to read through it, and I couldn't see like, oh, this takes an action, or oh, this takes several days. So I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, I don't think it's defined. So you guys have got about an
Okay.
hour's. You guys have got about an hour's drive, and you've got some footage. If you wanted to publish a story with the footage you've got, then an hour would be sufficient, I think, in order to do
Okay.
that.
Could I get, if you're not busy, Jett, help with spicing this one up with like edits and stuff like that? Like my camera does edits and everything already, but like for you to like do a basic tech to like, I don't know, give me more evidence for the,
Yeah, sure.
the story.
I can see what I can do. I can also, if at some point you wanted to upgrade your camera, I can also do that for you. What I need though is to get a camera roughly the same price range, because then I
Yes.
basically take part from one and put it into the other.
This is a very expensive camera. Literally.
Speaking of that, by the way, it reminded me. I wanted to stop by at my contact's place so Jett could do stuff with BDs as well. Should we do that after or before
Probably
the?
after.
Okay, sounds good.
So
I'll
how?
make sure that we park up somewhere that we can get time for Jett to work on 13 stuff, and 13 can do some work. While doing that, I'll be working on the rifle, swapping the scopes over, all that kind of stuff.
All right.
Nice.
It's kind of like, okay, back in Daddy's hands.
Jett, if you want to
So
give me a basic tech check, you're watching 13 prepare his story. Maybe you're able to show him some shortcuts and improve, like 13 suggested, some edits or some transitions or the presentation in some way. If you're successful, then you'll add a +1 to his credibility check, which I think is what you're after, right, 13?
Yeah, so credibility, like how this runs is I have evidence, and depending on how many points of evidence, I get different bonuses.
Yeah.
So if I have one piece of evidence, then the chance my audience believes it is 1 higher. If it contains 4 or more distinct variable pieces of evidence, the chance will be higher by 2, and these can stack with each other.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. I'm happy for your credibility is currently 3 out of 10. I'm happy for that basic tech check that Jett has done to increase that to 4 out of 10.
Okay.
And then what evidence are you going to put into this story? How many pieces of evidence?
So this has essentially the
Well, what's the story?
the fight. Well, the story is how like the Chrome Cross is, because 13's whole narrative is how Night City is sick, how violence and like everything ruins the city and needs to change. So he's actually using one as a anti-hero of this, of like he is still like part of the problem, but he is fighting against something that is even worse, and that is the Chrome Cross. And so essentially I'm using the fight of the Chrome Cross and the tangentially the fight at the BD warehouse of like how we're shutting down XBDs and all that to cleanse Night City, but also like really tearing down the Chrome Cross, elevating Vice in a weird manner, and
basically making him into a vigilante.
not so much a vigilante, but like saying like, because 13's other thing is like everybody's useful, and so like everybody has their use. So Vice, he is, while still part of the problem of Night City, is still taking down, and in that sense is bringing hope and change, even if he is still part of the problem.
Cool.
Fair point.
So
okay, I'll make that 3 bits of evidence. Anything else you want to add in to get the +2?
The how Vice was willing to work with the guy that we shut down, as another sense of like change can happen.
So there's a redemption arc there with Blank.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So then we'll call that 4 bits of evidence, which will get you +3 for the evidence because they stack. You'll also get a +1 from your basic tech check. So they'll give you a 7 out of 10 credibility. You've worked. This is the culmination of 3 sessions worth of storytelling.
Yeah.
So it feels right that.
And my camera does actually give me 1 more.
Amazing. Okay.
In of itself.
Perfect. So then you've got an 8 out of 10 chance your audience buy your story. So just give us a D10 check, and don't roll a 1 or a 2. You can't.
We lost you again.
There is a button here.
Oh yeah, hit it.
It says roll believability.
That's
Oh, yeah.
So,
that's what we want.
pieces of evidence. I have the +3. This doesn't have a selection for my camera though.
So then, if you're getting a +5
well,
benefit.
there you go.
Nice. That works.
Success.
Anyway. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool.
6 out of 6.
What was? So you're saying that that Night City is sick, violence ruins the city, and it needs to change. You're showing the current state of affairs. You're showing that even in violence, there's room for a redemption arc. So you're successful in your check. What are you trying to implement with that specifically, so that I can make sure?
This one is really a pound piece against the Chrome Cross and the Red Chrome Legion. Since I know now they're after Vice and us, this is kind of like a heart of corruption that needs to be ridded from Night City in order for true change to happen, giving Vice a sense of, well, being a villain still, he still has a foot to stand on, you know?
Okay, nice. Are you
A metal foot.
Are you
2 metal feet.
So
Yeah,
you're
2.
known as a regular contributor to like the Scream sheets, with your credibility ranking. You're well known as a contributor on the local Scream sheets or the data pool. Are you signing off this? Are you attaching your name to this story?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
So the way I have it run is essentially he has to set up a new website every time, a new data pool thing every time, because the locals and everything like running the data pools will scrub it eventually. So in a sense, it's kind of like a night market in of itself, where it's just like pop up, get the thing, try to get it as viral as possible,
Yeah.
and then it eventually gets taken down because he's promoting too much change.
You're like the Pirate Bay of news media in Night City.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Well,
listen.
if you wanted,
Go on, Jett. Sorry.
so role playing wise, I'm going like, so we can do all of that. But if you wanted to roll it for longer, we could basically do it like a timer. So it runs for a certain amount of time, and then stops, and then it reloops and start running again, and eventually they will catch on to the rhythm and the how the programming works, but it will take them a little bit of time, so it might run for longer this time. So it's basically
That'll
you
work.
post something, then it's down.
Like
You post
encrypting
it
it?
again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
nice. Okay, sticking your story up on the news or up on the data pool. Sorry, 13. You're also brought to the data pool. Can you give me a what's it called? Can you give me a rumor check? So it'll be like a library search as you go onto the data pool.
You got it. What is that under education?
Yeah, it should be.
No.
Is it not?
Social? No. Did I miss it? Awareness? Oh, it is under library search. I'm just...
Yeah, that's it.
Nope.
Awesome.
This is where the shot.
Gotta happen eventually.
Yep. You landed your story, but you didn't glean anything else.
I was too excited to post this one.
Yeah, too involved, trying to learn from what Jett was doing about mirroring, creating mirror links, and doing all this kind of stuff. Okay, cool. You guys are pulling up at the haunted house. Unless there's anything else you want to do beforehand, scream now if there is.
Just picking up some memory chips.
That's cool. You can mark that down as purchased, so we can get you to this location.
Yeah. And I'll mark this one down.
Awesome. Right, if you guys, I'm going to ping where you need to pop your characters. somewhere over here. So,
before we launch into the map, do you think we could maybe take a 10-minute break real quick? I just got something I got to go handle.
absolutely. Everyone who's watching,
Awesome.
thank you. We'll be back in 10. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking around. If you're sticking around and watching, we appreciate it. You guys are in your van. You have just run 13. You've just run your story on the Red Chrome Legion, as well as the Chrome Cross, trying to inflict a bit of damage on them reputationally, seeing what effect you can have, knowing that Vice is a wanted man. And you've bought a couple of bits and pieces on your way. Jett, you've helped do a bit of work with that story while Omen's been driving. And as you guys are just leaving the centre of Night City and making your way towards Hayward, Vice, your phone's going to ring.
How unexpected. I will pick up with haste.
You're right, Vice. It's June.
I can tell by the accent.
Thank you. Consistency. It's what I pride myself on. It. Listen, mate, I'm not being funny, but you said you've got a load of footage, and I've just had something come across my phone here. It looks like the RCL might be after you. They are... It looks like something's happened at the Chrome Cross, and your name and your face is literally plastered all over it, mate. I don't know if this is the BD you're talking about, but if this is the stuff and you can get it to me in a good time, there's potential we can flip this news story and make a bit of extra money on it while you're on the stream sheet, if you know what I mean.
Wow, that's rather convenient because I just so happen to need a load of money to pay back a friend of mine who helped me get my legs fixed. But yeah, that sounds good. We'll be there now. Hey, Omen, you want to get paid?
Bear shit in the woods.
All right, great. I'll flick him the location
Awesome.
of June's little shit shack.
June's little shit shack is in South Night City.
Right on.
It's literally the opposite fucking way.
Jumping the median.
This is what I was talking about.
Now you could definitely slingshot past the haunted house towards this place. Okay.
Fucking 180 heel spin. Here we go.
All right, maybe 15 minutes of extra driving. Vice, are you doing any prep work? You said that she needs to get the data from the mask that she created for you, right?
Yeah, and June, just a little bit of background info. She is probably the only person currently that Vice knows about that actually knows what he looks like. Whenever he goes over there, he takes off the mask, she works on it. Sometimes it gets broken and busted up and shit, so she fixes it. Seeing that how he's going there with people that don't actually, he's been trying to keep his identity hidden from, it might be tough to get that sorted, or he might just full on do a reveal. So he doesn't have to trips around, walking on eggshells all the time. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, he's doing a little bit of prep and being like, man, I got to make a decision here. And if I go the other way, then what are the ramifications and all that? And with his 2-int brain, he can't really process that fast enough to come to a complete decision by the time we get there, even though it's a long drive. So I think he'll end up flipping a coin in the end.
Okay.
I think I have one around here. Give me a second.
Roll
Not saying
1d2.
it ever happened. Not saying this ever happened, but while he was under the knife,
Don't you dare. There was no mention of it then. You were working on the legs.
I returned.
maybe there was, I don't know. I want to put doubt in Vice's mind, but
I've known these guys for how long? Like 2 days?
like 18 hours probably, actually.
Yeah. But this guy, he paid for my fucking leg, and these other guys, they helped me in combat. I saw one of them blow 3 dudes to smithereens in one shot.
Yeah.
If I want people on my side, it's these guys, right? So that's why he's considering it. Anyway, I've got the coin here.
Okay.
Let's see. Can you guys see that? It's a cool one. It's like a Conan the Barbarian coin. One side's a lion, the other side's his head.
Left. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. So we'll go this for heads. Conan's head, and tails is the lion. And fuck it. Let's go heads. He'll end up revealing it.
Okay.
All right. Let's get to June's house.
Nice. Okay, cool. Omen, you pull up after getting some directions from Vice into a neighborhood in the South Night City. This one has clearly seen a little bit of combat, but there are still a few buildings here. One of which is a 2-story apartment building surrounded by slightly lower buildings. You can see to the left of the apartment building is a kind of nondescript stairwell going down into a basement or sub-basement. There are, what sort of area do you want? Vice will indicate to you that June is in the basement. That's June's workshop, unless you see that as being any different, Vice.
No. That sounds definitely a little shit shack and a little net tech den, basically, is what I was imagining. So that definitely fits. I was sort of imagining like how in the video game you go to this one edits the BDs. Just same sort of operation is what I was thinking. I forget what it's called.
I lost you for a second there.
Did my mic cut out? What's the last thing you heard? Is it still cutting out?
No, you're good now.
You're fine for me.
I just missed the description of where you go. Sorry.
So I was sort of imagining the location being similar to how in the video game you go to the chick that with the blue hair and she tells you about the stuff in the video game, and
Judy.
then downstairs in that same club is her friend.
Judy.
Yes, and it's sort of like you just go down into like a tech den basically, and that's sort of what I was imagining. Not necessarily the same setup, but just like going down somewhere into some little tech den.
That's definitely the vibe this place is going to be giving you. Owen, where are you pulling up? Are you pulling up outside? Are you pulling up across the street? A little bit away?
why do you ask?
because you're driving.
I'm gonna pull up front,
Okay,
and
cool.
I'm gonna stick with the van. I'm gonna stick with.
Okay, you guys pull up front. Vice, what's happening?
I'll keep the engine running in case you need it.
All right,
I'll
he'll
probably
lead
be
you guys
vodka.
into what looks like a rundown place, and there are some stairs leading down into, I guess, an alcove. And as he goes down, he looks at you guys and she says, she's I
Get
don't know.
that. Neither am I.
Yeah, okay. He looks at you specifically, Jett. He's like, you know what? I think she'll get along just great with you.
I think
but,
the only
yeah.
one going in is Jett, because I would stay back considering we are in a combat zone area.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stake
Okay.
outside and watch out for shit.
Is Omen coming?
No, he's staying with the car.
I'm
I
sticking
think
with
me
the
and him
van.
are gonna keep an eye out.
Gotcha. Okay. Then yeah, he'll go down. He says, you know what? You'll get along just fine with her. And he'll do the knock. He'll give the 3 knocks followed by 2, as the sort of being like, hey, don't shoot me.
Cool. You'll hear a
And,
voice
wait for it to open
coming.
the door.
You hear a voice coming from behind the door. And the voice will say, "What will I never walk? What's the code?"
What was it? What did she say? What will I never work?
She'll say, in fact, she'll say, "How will I never walk?" And you'll know from knowing June and the fact that she's a Scouser that there's an expression in Liverpool which is, "You'll never walk alone."
You'll.
There's so many answers to that
Oh,
question.
you'll never walk alone. I got it. You'll never walk alone.
Okay.
Open the fucking
I was
door. It's
going
me.
for-
I mean, come on.
You hear some.
I was going tongue, but okay.
You hear some doors open.
15 deadbolts.
Yep, and the door swings open. This place it's like clearly it's square. It's a square room underneath this apartment building. It's one large square room, but the edges I've got equipment compiled in them, as well as discarded clothing that functionally makes this place almost circular. There's a circular desk in the centre of it with cables coming down that have clearly been taken from the floor above to provide additional power, or there's like some cooling facilities going upwards to help cool down the BD equipment. Behind the desk on the wall, you see a tattered red flag with a liver bird on it, which is a well-known symbol of Liverpool and England. Welcome back, Vice. Oh, kind of cool chicken. Kind of cool. Welcome back, Vice. Come in. Who's your friend?
I'm so glad I picked this accent. He'll nod and I'll be like, yeah, feel welcome. You see, I've got some new digs, and he'll point down at his legs, and then he'll jet a finger behind him. Be like, that's Jett. He's the guy I was talking about.
Serious
Jett,
upgrade.
meet June.
Welcome, Jett. Come in, lad. Come in. And as you come in, the door will close behind you. And whilst the voice is androgynous, you realise June is female. How would you describe June, Vice? June's appearance?
Pretty much the female version of Jett, I imagine. It looks like a total fucking nerd with like one of those eye things. Probably has a tech hand as well. And around her workbench, you'll see a bunch of different unfinished projects, as well as maybe a prototype for the next mask from Vice or something like that. You'll see a bunch of monitors, a bunch of cables everywhere, and her general getup, I would imagine, is sort of punkish, but with some tech stuff thrown in. You know, definitely got. I think she's like less chromed out and more. She's got external cyberware.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much how I was imagining her.
Yeah, I'm seeing like Ramon's vest with some ripped black jeans underneath it and some cyberpunk red style Dr. Martens. Nothing too flashy. Just a bit of a, like you said, a bit of a punk, a bit of a tech nerd. And she'll beckon you in. What have you got for me? You've got some. You've been doing some recording here. What have you got for me? You've been doing some recording here. Sorry.
Yeah, we've been doing well, I mean, I'm sure you already know, seeing that's how you called me on the drive. But yeah, I've got a good amount of footage here. And there's some other people that were supposed to come, but they stayed back at the car for some fucking reason. I don't know. Probably scared of getting it took. But honestly, I don't think anyone's gonna fuck with the car. I mean, I don't know who the fuck's even gonna be able to. It's a big truck, you know. It's not necessarily easy to hide.
I hear you.
Anyways,
I do hear you. There's news that there's bozos are on the rise recently across the combat zones. It's probably best people are careful, but it's normally not too bad around here.
fair point. Fair point. Yeah, one of the other ones. He's kind of paranoid all the time anyway, so you know, it is what it is.
Checks out. What exactly did you do to K9 then?
Not yet. I mean, to be honest, I'm planning to do some stuff to him soon, but I don't really do much to him besides, you know, find some guy. I think it was Blank, right? Yeah, I killed his bodyguard. I killed a few red chromas. We killed a few red chromas.
Nice.
In the parking lot just outside. There was an epic scene. I got her on the mask. You know, I looked towards it. The X from the bar actually fell down and smushed 2 fucking guys. I mean, you'll see it on the footage. It was excellent work.
Amazing.
And yeah, there was a guy from inside. I saw a camera flash. It must have been this fucking guy taking a picture.
Classic.
But yeah, we'll handle him soon. Don't you worry.
Keep him coming back for season 2, right? Do you want to grab a seat and she'll point to this this sort of dentist chair that the BD guys use?
We'll do. Jett, are you gonna fucking say anything, or are you just gonna stand there looking around?
Your place is really not organized.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Yeah. It's kind of
Nice.
kind of organized. It's what I do. It's you don't always find what you're looking for, but sometimes you find you get a better idea by finding other things. If you see
Exactly.
Right.
And it might
Oh my
seem
God.
disorganized, but there's order to the chaos.
Absolutely.
It's like my workshop. I know where to find everything
Definitely.
most of the time.
You see
There's
June.
2 of them.
You see June pick up a cap from her desk. She puts it on her helmet, and you can see that there's 2 bottles of beer either side. She pulls out from the back of the cap some insulating wire, and she puts them both in her mouth, and you can see the beer starting to be sucked through this insulation wire as it goes into her mouth. Right, Vice, do you wanna? Should we get started? I need to pull this data from you. Time is money, mate. Time is money.
He made me a very similar straw, actually.
No
you
shit.
see it in the
Did
photo.
you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he did.
awesome.
He did.
The blue one. Did you know?
The blue one. Yep, the blue
As
one.
it happens, I
That was a
got a bit of inspiration from that. I didn't know that was your work, Jett. Well done, mate. Well done.
Well, the blue one is actually was just from a wire that I had, but the new one I got him is even better. It lights up and actually plays music.
Fucking A.
I'll pull it out from my vest pocket. It's the
Nice.
rave straw.
She'll go
At
to
this point, Omen turns round to 13 going, I bet they're talking some shite down there. You know, I'm glad we're up here.
she'll,
That's the other reason I didn't go in.
For
I can only
sure.
handle Jett.
she opens a
Man.
drawer and pulls out a MIDI disc, and she'll sort of scan. I don't know if the music is done digitally or if there's a disc attached to this straw, but she'll update the music files on your straw with some Ramones and some rock and some I don't know, all those kind of tunes. Some kind of
Wow.
The Clash, all that is being uploaded currently, so that maybe there's some more songs to be played. And she
Incredible.
looks over the cabling of it. Of course, that's stupid of me. If only I'd found the LED strips, and you see her pull these cables out of the beer cans and chuck them to one side. She puts the hat down. And she pulls up a larger cable, and she looks at you, Vice, as she sits by this chair. You ready?
Okay. Awesome. He'll sit down, and he'll look over at Jett, you know, sort of eyeing him a bit, you know, look over at June. I'd be like, hey, you don't mind if the mask stays on this time, right?
Oh, I can just not look at your faces. That's what I'm worried about. And I immediately consider if I should turn my back, but instead end up going like this.
You see what I'm fucking working with here, Jin? I mean, come on.
I see it. I see it.
He shakes his head.
She'll pull out.
He takes it off. You know, he puts it on. And should I go through the trouble of describing what he looks like because no one's actually seeing it?
No, I think no. If no one's seeing it, don't describe it. That moment may well come.
Well.
Unless until you tell Jett until either you or June tell Jett that he can look, he's keeping his hands on his eyes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Right on.
Sort of. She'll take this mask and she'll put it on a stand. She'll apply some cables to it and she'll start transferring the BD data onto her computer. It takes maybe a minute or two. She passes you a T-shirt. You pick it up. It says Guns N' Roses. It smells like crap.
Nice.
But you're able just to sort of hold it over your face if you want to make sure nobody can see what you're doing.
Sure, I'll fucking tie it around my head.
Appetite.
Yeah.
Obviously, it says appetite for destruction on it.
Of course. I'm gonna put that on my new mask. Instead of saying poor impulse control, that's what it'll say.
Nice.
But yeah, he'll wait for her to do her thing, and he'll actually take a look around this place. I mean, he's got this mask on all the fucking time, you know. So it's actually kind of nice for him to get out, sort of rub his face. If she's got like a sink somewhere, he'll go and fucking wash it and stuff. He's got bits of dried blood and shit for sure. Just stuck onto it. It probably smells rank under there too. So
what you didn't realize is actually something written down your face. Omen was here in Sharpie.
If he sees that in the mirror, he's gonna crash out. But, he's gonna go wash his face and stuff while she does her thing, so he's not fucking. Or can talk while he cleans up a bit.
Awesome. Can you you start to feel some pain coming from your legs and from your hips, and you recall what the doctor said to you, that the nurses said to you at the from the ashes. Your finger runs along the brown pillbox. Are you going to take some pills to try and numb the pain that's coming, or not?
He shakes the bottle a bit. He looks down at his legs. Do these pills they just take away the pain? Do they make him feel good at all, or is it just
They do.
normal anti-inflammatory?
So there's an anti-inflammatory, but you're not sure if it was a placebo effect or anything. But things became a little bit more vivid last time you took them. Maybe it was because you were coming off of an anaesthetic. But Night City looked a little bit more colourful. It was a little bit more enjoyable. There's a bit more humour in Omen's jabs towards you.
Excellent. We definitely need more of that. Just a smidgen.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll shake the bottle a bit. Be like, I'm already addicted to so many drugs. What's one more? Just a drop in the bucket, and he'll take some more.
Awesome. How many are you taking?
Fuck it, I'll take a handful. I forgot how many she said in character. I think out of character was 2, but I don't think he paid attention.
Cool. A handful is going to be the rest of what's in there. You pour it out into your hands, put it in your mouth.
Jeez.
Without even looking, June will pass you one of the beers from the cap that she's just recently taken off so that you can swig them down. And she'll continue to work. You can hear the keyboard tapping, Jett covering his eyes still. And as you do, the matrix figures from the computer, the desktop colors, the background, which is obviously more colorful than any background in real life, they all start to swirl and join together. You rest your head back for a minute, and you feel like you're getting the best rest you've had in a good little while. And that's where we'll end it tonight.
Oh, awesome! I needed that. Great. Let's hope we can all get rich from these fucking BDs too. That'd be awesome.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll go through all of our players one more time. Shout out anything you want to shout out. Vice, do you want to start with you?
Awesome, right on. I'm Falcott. You know, I have some socials and stuff I'm in the works on, but nothing quite made just yet. But when they're made, I will send them over to our lovely GM here, and maybe you can share them with the rest of our audience. Thanks so much for watching. I've been Vice, your resident rocker, with a hidden face and 2 metal legs.
Jett, how about you?
Yeah, I am Censerious, and I will also not that much on social. I will get more and more, especially in the cosplay community. If you're around Denmark, Norway, yeah, more info next time.
Coming soon. Omen.
I'm Craig of Urban Arcane. Oh, wrong side. Urban
Yeah, on the
Arcane
side,
Games.
yep.
I'm reversed. They confused the hell out of me. You're a resident nomad, grumpy bastard. We are extremely busy. We have lots of live shows coming up and conventions and stuff like that, which we've never done before. So I'm mildly crapping myself. Check us out. There is links underneath below, I think.
August
So,
6th.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
August
yeah.
6th. What he said. All the way in America. See, he knew. Why don't you? Don't be there. Omen's coming for you.
You don't want
Links,
that.
links are down below. Yeah,
Somehow.
definitely. 13. Chill. Go for it.
I am Chillaxter. I play 13. The media with somewhat of a moral code. And yeah, I really don't have any socials. My only social life is playing Cyberpunk Red,
That's good
and
enough for me.
GMing it. But you know,
Definitely. Also, listen.
We're here for you.
Yeah,
We're
man.
here for you.
Keep doing what you're doing. That's more than plenty enough for me. I'm GMRUNSGAME
yeah.
or Thomas. We next session in 2 weeks might move slightly by a day or two. We'll sort that out with the players, and I'll post a thing up on the YouTube so people know what's going on. But for now, we'll call it because people have got to shoot. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.